right, so on one hand, we have an experienced, battle-hardened, and maybe even sometimes battle-scarred warrior in Vitality, and on the other, a simple shepherd.
You guys have been trying to keep it going. Didn't start great against Heroic, but I don't want to dwell on that too much. So tell me what's going on with Bad News Bears. Obviously, you guys are looking for an org, and you're the man behind all this in terms of in-game leading.
I mean, we're pretty much coming over here and just trying to use as much practice as we can over here and just get as much experience as we can. Things in NA obviously aren't as good as it could be right now, and especially with teams like Liquid and EG, kind of like the tier 1 teams that usually you get practice against. They're pretty much over here most of the time, so practice over in NA is hard, especially coming off a player break. Like Extra Salt wasn't playing. The only kind of mid to top tier team that was playing was Party Astronaut, so we didn't have a lot of good practice coming into this event, and so we're just going to try to use this event to kind of propel and get ready for what's going to come next, or you know what I mean?
I think no matter what map they pick and where they go, I mean, they pick Inferno, just a standard map that everyone's going to be, comfortable and happy with. It's going to be a tough ask either way. Overpass for Vitality is picked. That can be a difficult map for a new team coming together. So this will be a tough series.
Well, 1xBet odds at the top of your screen. They might be the wrong way around there, ladies and gentlemen. I tell you a lot that it probably should be favoring Vitality in this one. So, take those with a grain of salt for the time being. And watching Masuda get pressure towards top banana here. Flash ball with thrust forward. It gets a frag completely blind.
Yeah, he's got a chance for some more here. Shox does find one elsewhere. It's ZywOo just welcoming them in. That's how the sentence could have gone. Poor old Swisher and Sheikh Zula still there with the corpses of their former teammates. Kyojin into the site. 30 seconds as they dump Util. This is a 2v1 now, Chad.
Yeah, this isn't a bad position here. Kyojin, okay, never mind. 2 crispy little taps, and away they go. You can see here Bad News Bears maybe trying to target this map. That has been a weakness for Vitality in the past, but Jason mentioned it. When you're playing the Infernos, the Mirages, and the Dust 2s of the world, everybody's pretty handy on those. And okay, that's an opening. Jonji kicks things off.
And that does put a weapon into Jonji's hands.
There's 3 here.
They're going to execute.
There's 3 here.
Yeah, ZywOo's rotated in. Shouldn't have too many issues. Oh, that's 3 frags out of the Woo. A 4th on the cards as well. Not quite going to be. It'll be Apex trying to wrap it up. Esports Monopoly.
Yes,
game.
you can flip it over.
Have you played?
No, I haven't.
It kind of could be fun. That's the opposite of fun for Sheikh Zula as he catches the nade, but more importantly, Junior Zero AK has been chunked down to 25. So this is a quick round, ladies and gentlemen. Strap in. Oh, nice find from Junior.
Okay. The low HP on Junior, you don't want to give up that AK all for nothing. If everybody was still alive, understandable. I think Spongy right now is just trying to delay and soak some time off the clock. Being whittled away out here and somehow still alive. Can't land their shot and eventually does.
They're actually kind of avoiding him.
Are they not going to kill him?
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord.
They'll have to kill him.
They have to now.
Got the bomb in his hands. Good choice. Good choice out of Spongy.
Well, Junior gets to keep onto the AK. So
and that's some great utility damage. They could find a frag here. Apex kept honest. That's big from Swisher. I think advantage actually here for BNB to take their first here. Smoke CT. Swisher to swing the pool. Oh, and that's textbook. It's ZywOo next.
The A bomb site, a very, very long rotation and probably not worth risking this AWP. ZywOo spams through, damage done, bomb down now. There's an opportunity to go for a round like this.
I don't think they were going to go for it though until ZywOo finds that wallbang. Yeah, Shox and Kyojin are on their way and ZywOo once more. 2 in fact before he shut down. And now suddenly alarm bells ring. Spongy and Swisher realize this is not going to be the freebie it could have been. Nades are in to place it. Will Kyojin go for a clear? He's made it very clear where he's coming from and Swisher flashed in. Oh, baits the barrel. Kyojin knows where you are. Shox will peek. And now running out of chances. They've got a smoke, Chad. This is going to fall apart for BNB.
Kyojin has a kid as well. He can just sit it.
It should be over. Shox is holding the line. Oh, just as he looks away. Good strike from Spongy. But now on the defuse.
Just sit it, mate.
He's even got a flashbang. The spray would have to be perfect on the clock. And there it is. Robbed.
The North American side to break the bank, but aggressive. Straight down middle. Shox goes.
Oh my goodness. They weren't expecting that, but nor was Shox. And a quick return to 4v4.
Inferno is one of the maps where the CT side aggression can be very, very stifling.
Super and Apex taking some liberties. A good chance from Swisher for the double. It's Apex that pulls and emerges. No smoke to lock him out, but the incendiary, a well-timed incendiary, would be irritating for Spongy.
They're about to creep mid with this AWP. Oh, not even looking the right direction. The re-aggression from Vitality here. Just as they think they get a bit of breathing room, Bad News Bears just get owned. This one should be done.
Got no vision. Tucks into the site safely, but they're committing to this. Long through the smoke. Shox should be traded, and he is. Swisher equipped now with the M4. The upgrade short-lived. It's ZywOo to shut it down, and now chances start starting to dwindle. Spongy kept busy by Kyojin, unable to find impact in the apps. You see that underhand smoke from Kyojin just completely removed that prong from their three-pronged assault.
Oh, completely blind as well there. Perfect stuff from ZywOo.
They'd heard that. They know Masuta's going to get hunted down. ZywOo will make it 11, and Junior will at least keep him honest. Only Apex now to defend the site. Apex going to need to find more than one here. He's locking down at least onto Swisher. Not far off on taking down Junior. B site's open for business. This could be the Bad News Bears first. Masuta, Apex, and ZywOo. If you are ever killing two out of those three names, chances are the B site's going to be under-defended. Oh, John G feeling a bit frisky, straight up on the half wall and tries to take a pot shot. Oh, confirms Masuta's close, and oh, the spray. Too good. Masuta takes 2 heads on that. Sheikh Zula completely commits behind all of your util, and then you've just somehow need Junior to win the duel against ZywOo. Never mind, Junior's dead. Sheikh Zula's got his nades out and pants around the ankles for Spongy. Grabs himself a chance on the AWP, a good tag, it's the thigh, and another chance now. Is he pushing the smoke? If only he could have dipped into the boiler.
Unless you beat them all.
Yeah, but true. ZywOo, usually good for one here. Masuta somehow trying to force the issue over the smoke. Jonji burning.
They're just going to head straight up lane towards A and out apartments. This could be into the blender.
Yeah, it's Kyojin and Shoxy as well. Just
nice
Shoxy. Nice delivery. Swisher's Tech 9 looking rather sharp. And now the bomb's going down, and it will be the round. So Bad News Bears don't even have to use all of their resources. It's just about actually being given a pick and letting the action settle down.
You see people doing the jump over here to show they're stylish with movement.
So he flashes top banana from the same position.
Okay.
Makes it feel like they're heading, taking B control.
Smoke.
And it's a moto smoke.
Did they double smoke? They just double smoke moto? I think they just double smoke moto.
2 very quickly, and they'll be wrapping on through. Chad.
Yeah. Well, it was cool.
Yeah, drop it. 30-second mark. They're going to have to go through it. He drops the incendiary instead. Oh, they're burning to a crisp. 5 HP. John G 30. Shock starts to unload his mag. That will draw attention away from Apex. If he can deny the bomb. Too many men. Great spray. Doubles them. And even Junior walks in. Apex has got 4. Make it 5. That's a quick ace. The quickest we've seen. 4, in fact. It was stolen. Someone snatched it.
But Masuta, with all this control, they know high alert on A.
Yeah, ZywOo knows he can overrun. Holds the line and still takes 1. Good trades. Junior's even got 1 on the clock. Maybe there is something to be said about this round. Swisher recovering an AWP. It's already back on the floor. Junior has a little window that he seems aware of. Drop the smoke and you'll have the sight. Apex, what's your opportunity to respond? He opts for a knife-out walk.
Well, this is a winnable round now.
Spongy picking up a weapon and a frag on A. If he can just disappear now.
Junior's going to get this one down. They are a little bit worried, so I guess they don't know where Apex is. Oh dear, this one's really fallen apart here for Vitality.
But Spongy, I mean, he just has to be careful with his head. If they don't hit that first bullet, you've got a real distinct advantage on the walk-up, and it's his bullet that connects. 1 more required. Apex thinks better of it. There's an AWP around here to be recovered. Well, they've got all their weapons now, Bad News Bears. That usually seems to be an indicator of the other result.
Here we go.
Now Junior putting his name in the feed right out of the gate. That's something new. That's something quite spicy, taking top banana control early as well. Masuta will likely be looking for help somewhere. Apex walks down mid. Oh, Swish is going to be furious. He's just walked down mid, boys. Spongy will shut him down. And will it cost them? And he gets both of them. Kyojin delivers immediately, turning a 4v2 straight back into an even keel. Jonji walking up B. Bomb will join him. Masuta's on Swede. There is an indication given. He just wants to fight, though. And his timing's pretty good. AWP's posted up. That's big from Junior. And that should very well translate into a 1v2 for Kyojin. Will he go for it?
Does look like Junior's now got the AWP posted on his position.
Only 13 bullets as well, dude. Hasn't even got full reload.
And there it is. Good stuff from Junior. About 40 seconds left.
They can commit either side, right? Like, they're both going to have a look.
But B's going to be the problem, right? Because B has the stack right now from Vitality. So if Sheikh Zula keeps going without resistance, if he goes down here, okay, that's it. Now just call everybody back over. A's clear. They can just call everybody back. There's no dramas. That was it, right? If Sheikh Zula goes down, and he doesn't get more information than the fact he just died, they might go into the B stack, right? They might have gone into that B stack knowing that there was a play towards pit, knowing that there's now an AK in pit. So a big kill to make it. Jonji, here's your chance, my friend. Easy one. Spam the body, let him know. And get
I thought that would have been a double knife kill, actually, Jonji.
Come on now, let's not take any crazy risks.
Zywoo has to react. There's only 2 of them here. And these boys are coming knocking. Fast wrap into the site. Make sure your smokes are down, and they are. It's just Zywoo and Kyojin. Great play from them so far for Bad News Bears, but they have to convert. And there is the first name in the feed. Kyojin standing strong. Does manage to take one with him, but it's looking great for the Bad News Bears here as Shock's just pushing in 1 by 1, trying to contest that plant. Apex arriving short. Masuta a little late behind him as well. Just going to poke and prod as best they can. Yeah, Masuta, so many unanswered questions. The bomb ticking away. Final round, you will go for it. Apex is preempting all the right places. And Spongy, oh, another victim. This is getting close now. Clock favors the Bears, but a 1v1 at the end of it. And just hiding on the site is Junior. No time indeed, but plotting the clock as best they could. Masuta would have loved an extra 10 seconds. 9-6. How B&B handle the rush B. Junior, first Tweaky taking a couple of shots, and he has knocked some heads off the shoulders. The second follow-up was so swift. Jonji does well to post another, and Zywoo's head is just a little too small, enables him to start clicking heads of his own. Holy moly. What a hero, AK. You're probably going to look forward to... Masuta just left to the wolves. Apex is his next victim. Jonji's got them both in. Oh, not quite. His teammate swings in nicely. Swisher will enable that to happen. If Swisher's not careful. Oh, Zywoo and Shox could happen, and that's a round-losing double.
Oh, no, I know. It had to be Shakezilla and Swisher, right? So, yeah, because they both had swung on out. These Bears are in with a shot to keep the force by wars going.
Going ahead of it. I love this. Ballsy from Jonji, and it nearly translates into 2. More damage inflicted, and that enables some util. Swisher locked behind the smoke. Don't forget, there is a slight health discrepancy for the boys from Vitality. They're so vulnerable to scouts, MP9s, even Deagle body shots are a threat. And there's the aforementioned scout onto Apex. CT smoke gone, as is the in-game leader of Vitality. Yeah, and allowed him to retreat as well somehow. Kyojin lives on. Shox, what are you up to? So many players pushing in, and they will finish it quite easy and quick. Yeah, and what's going to be that go sign? Masuta and Kyojin going to make it feel like a full AXX. They want to push the bomb B. Masuta does get those frags. I'm worried about Swisher and Jonji, though. He's already starting to rotate. Swisher already in a spot of bother. The CT wraps coming in. Jonji's been commanded to defend that side. This is brutal. They're against the whole team, just the 2 of them. They can make it if they try. Jonji, Masuta's his first chance. Kyojin jumping through for the frag.
He's your arc side player, especially if he's playing from that position. He's hanging around though. I think he knows he has to do damage. Good flash, good tag. And keeps his life. So, a good start here.
Ooh, the woo. He knows where you are. That doesn't seem to matter. Swisher, though, does immediately demand respect on the B site. Double kill on his spray. Yeah, Shakezula's got you'd expect, a real opportunity onto Masuta here, and that could be round winning. Kyojin as well. Oh, they clear him. Close corner clear. Shox with the bomb. Huge opportunity here. Still can't finish his meal. They're losing it. Pulled away from them in the last second. So much damage. Don't you dare save. No, you have no idea.
This time round, it can actually tell a very good story. So, Bad News Bears have bottomed out in terms of the bank balance. When you have the force by wars, things stay very even because both teams are fully investing every time. Loss bonus doesn't get a chance to build for either team because it is those back and forth rounds. But now, that's all over. Now, it is 2 rifles saved.
Everything actually in the bedroom, and nice adjustment. Junior will take first blood for his squad. He's delivered multiple times, and Swisher continues to impress here. He's been wide swung by the Apex, and unfortunately, it is only Jonji's USP. So Apex taking all these liberties on B means that Jonji's completely naked investment will have very little to say about this one. Just jiggling through, walks into the Apex spray. No one able to contest. It is Junior's AK arriving late on the scene.
Flash, they're going to go through.
Flash and chance. Masuta removes it, as does Shox. So 13 for Vitality.
Where he's hiding. Masuta chipping in here, and there it is. The headshot comes in. Junior goes down. 13 on the board.
They're just looking for some space here, and does seem like the smoke from Jonji will buy more time. Oh, time. Not much of it left for Spongy, and actually takes Shox down from the grave. Let's see. Jonji, 3 players have crossed here. Right place, starts to unload his mag. It's only the good for one, but it might have been enough to buy time for Swisher. Unusual, unorthodox plant spot does remove the opportunity to catch the spray. 3v3 for this retake, and kits are present. You got to give it all she's got, Captain. You surely have to give it everything. ZywOo's a threat, Swisher's on notice, and he's got Kyojin to contend with as well. 2 on the coffin side. Junior doesn't seem committed to this. Just waiting for the FAMAS, and not far off from Sheikh Zula. Double, it is a 1v1. Junior might want to go for this. He has the kit. ZywOo peeks in as he closes the gap. That's just his game brain. He knows.
Let's see what the half purchase can bring on out here as they've gone for a 4-man mid setup.
Yeah, I love this kind of setup. Deagles and Mag 7s are incredibly scary in this range. Swisher demonstrates perfectly. Trying to get the weapon across as well. That's not bad at all. AKs to be recovered, maybe even a round to be recovered. 3 bodies dropped.
Mag 7 in the back of things. A flash to assist the peak. He steps on out. 2 shots taken. The third won't land. But they still should convert this one. Hold up a second.
Why does it feel like this is about to be the 2v5 to break their backs already chipped away at? You know there's no kit. And ZywOo has already started to land some shots. 2 frags to the good already. Shocks with the AWP. It's the perfect weapon for the job. And this one falls completely away from the Bad News Bears. A heartbreaking end.
Oh, no.
And a 15th for Vitality. I've never casted quite so much with a grimace on my face. Did go down at a very inopportune moment there. He's not going to enjoy that one. Getting caught around the corner. And the Bears feel like they had the round in their palm of their hands. Jonji's mad as hell.
Oh no, it's the 1G. Yeah. It's his own molly.
His own molly. He was just furious, holding W into the sight.
Look away, kids. Look away. They've got 2 on B.
Okay, Chad, yeah, you're right, you're right. That's what happens. Swisher, been their shining light, their only beacon of hope, and he continues to present it. Swisher with 4. Mows down the entire Vitality squad, and if anyone was going to ignite some hope, it would be Swisher. There it is, takes the ace against Vitality.
All right, well, they couldn't convert the Deagle round, but that's a nice one, and I get him going. Oh, I guess Shox is doing a lot of the AWPing duties here on Inferno, because on the T side he's wielding it. On the CT side we saw him bring it out a couple times. So the number advantage for Vitality again. Didn't help him last round.
Swisher's still alive though, so I'm not worried.
Well, it's a 3-on-3, all things considered.
Zula walking in onto Shox. This AWP, and another one for Shox on the AWP. Now that's an interesting one from Spongy. He's actually just walking through his own smoke, and only 3 for Shox on the AWP. He wants to finish it right here and now. Swisher, you got anything left in the tank, bro? Doesn't want to back up too far, otherwise Shoxy will take a pot shot, and there it is. 16-9, Inferno, the Bears pick. Unable to break the double digit.
Ooh, this was a good look from Bad News Bears, and it's interesting. We kind of talked about some of the teams they might be able to have a chance of taking on yesterday. Ence is obviously going to be a big one. They have their eye on towards the end of the group stage. But Vitality, oddly enough, you wouldn't think that way, but Vitality does have some swings up and down in terms of their play. Here was a pretty comfortable victory, but there were some dangerous elements.
Vitality choose to push through it. The utility implies they will. Flash is coming through. Chance now. Backs are turned. Immediate disintegration. Spongy. Swisher. Spongy with 3. And only Apex remaining. He's got a chance to fire off one more shot, but Spongy will make a full 4.
Yeah, I'm sure we can do something with that. Oh, look at Swisher. He's always smiling. He's always having a good time.
I mean, I would be too, wouldn't you? I mean, when you find yourself not only playing CS professionally, it's just an over-pushing. Jonji has gone looking. And that's what they were waiting for. Now they have a 2-man advantage for this conversion. Sheikh Zula, a lot to do here. Needed that onto Kyojin. And maybe Spongy just asked way too much of.
Only 1 to profit. Bomb goes off. We sit at 1-1.
Judge Apex, imagine having another chance at exactly the same fight, and he hits the same person. Junior, this time, lucky to be alive, eats a scout bullet for his breakfast, and oh, they're dead. Oh, John G, you've got to do something rather magical here, brother. Yeah, flames arrive, as does bullets. Sheikh Zula, in the meantime, did catch that pesky scouter, and Sheikh Zula again onto Kyojin. A hugely impactful round here from Mr. Zula. on Sheikh Zula. This first bullet has to be good. It has to be 100%.
Has to stay
calm.
Has to
be good.
Stay calm.
Stay calm. Stay calm. Stay calm. Tags him up to 50. Bomb will go down, and this round falls apart. 3 versus 4 quickly becomes 3 versus 2. Junior does not have the HP to contest. Spongy does not have anything more than a deagle to his name.
But Junior has to get the hell out of there to hold on to that scout. Spongy can stay much closer, see if he can try and find himself a gun. We saw Spongy have a bit of an odd one with the bomb going off yesterday on Nuke. Junior, well, he didn't get far enough away. He's gone down. Had a fun time versus Doto yesterday, or maybe not such a fun time.
They're going to go hunting. They want shocks. UFBs, and he's got multiple targets.
TK.
Swisher, so keen to find the head of shocks. He's actually taken one of his teammates down in the process.
Through that monster tunnel, come up short through the sandbag position. Here we go. Well, Junji was watching behind a little bit. It's just too little too late.
There's no way Shocks turns this. Full blind, but he still has his crosshair in the right place. And another follow-up potentially on the cards. The flash is there. This needs to be Junji. Great movement and follow-up flash from Swish. But more importantly, will they be ready to rotate through? Masuta caught out as well. Big finds from Swisher. Double kill for the impact. It was Junji, for the first. It was Swisher's flash that had that impact. Flash for the boosted AWP. And they confirm long is theirs. But the rotates in from the CTs as well. Chad, this bodes quite well for the Bears.
Yeah, it did. It definitely did.
20 though. And Zywoo's posted up. He will not miss his chance. Junior will. And that's the end of the round. Just like that, it falls apart. 4v3. Converting on Inferno. Good angle. Good find. Gets one. Junior has an opportunity to fill the void, and they're not clearing him. Zywoo's not going to be expecting this. Oh, he didn't see him.
What?
He didn't.
How?
Oh, man, that could have been a free
real chance.
Yeah.
And look, Ence in the first map, competitive. In the second map, for a good 20 bomb. So Ence definitely are going to just 5-0 the group. Now, I'm no longer on that thought process.
Oh, Swisher, high impact previously, this time forced to watch as the rest of our 7th round plays out. 3 nades thrown out from Vitality Monster side, and they don't even plan to commit, so that's not bad. They show enough evidence that there's going to be 3 of them there. Shocks, however, caught out on his advance through short pipe. Oh, caught out. Great molly. Junior knows he has to stick around, and that was the bomb as well. Smoke's not bad, enables him to play around it. Fast, Apex now. Junji, good chance and a good frag. 3 versus 2. He sees the advantage. It's on to Junior, and it's on to Masuta with the bomb for Vitality.
20 seconds.
If he gets this frag, though, Junji's just rotting so much time off the clock, and it's June in the meantime. The rest of his teammates have fallen for Masuta. Junior wraps in one up, and a solid defense there. This time getting to see the first 3 frags out of Junior's AWP.
A little bit cleaner and easier, but here we go back into the rifle rounds. Junior forward, flashed off again. Every time there's a flash or a molly, isn't there?
Oh, you're brave, very brave from Swisher. Nearly takes 2 members of Vitality down on the aggress. Apex chunked down to 16. A double setup here for the aggressive CTs in towards underpass, and the door's blown off.
Bad News Bears getting forward. Junji's having a look right now. He might catch them off guard here, you know, he will. This should be a free frag every day of the week. Shocks goes down. They have the 3 players here.
Yep, they're going to be in the right place. Spongy tucked in on the sandbag. You'd expect the frag to come through, and it does. Double from Sheikh Zula. Apex late to the party. Last seen with an AWP. And now, baiting the shot. They know exactly where he is. This is a guaranteed 3rd for the Bad News Bears. Apex looking to hold on to the AWP as best he can.
Yeah, that's a big save for them to get in to give back to Zywoo, who didn't really get to wield it. Getting the jump from heaven to look towards the sewer position. You've got 1 towards the pillar, 1 up close.
Here they come. Util starts to rain in, and Sheikh Zula does manage to take 1 head. Kept very honest. Spongy can't believe he's still alive on the close wall and loads his mag. Nearly 2. Swisher keeps the trades in favor of the Bears. 45 as bomb needs to be picked up, and on the retrieval it costs him his life. A uncharacteristic slip from Zywoo. Now Shocks a chance to clutch. Swisher's in an off angle though, and his tap's not far off. A different universe, he hits them both.
Getting a bit horny here, isn't
Dude,
he?
yeah, and if he gets this frag, like any hopes they have.
Okay.
Now, my question is if he spots the bomb. I mean, it will just ruin anything these Deagles and a hero AK were going to achieve. And I think he might be spotting it shortly. Junior's holding close, confirms it's more than just the 1. Junji's pushed up on the playground as well, so should have this locked down. He has spotted the bomb. He can spot their toes, their Vitality Gaming shoes. Oh, and the hero AK's gone. The Kevlar, as well as Apex, leaves the server.
Never mind. Shake Zula looking very handy.
Yeah.
Deep nade, not profiting any damage whatsoever. And Junior back down towards Connector. They want to keep this up, and he's not going to get anything this time round. So the biggest gun gone immediately.
Yeah.
Don't have to worry about necessarily those long-range fights. Apex, oh, did he catch both? He knows Shake Zula was towards long, and this is Jonji's chance.
Real opportunity. The shadow advantage enables quite free fire.
Back in it.
Spongie's pulled it straight back into contention. More needed from Shake Zula.
There's the double.
And there is his second of round 12. So many players. He's got such a good visualization. He anticipates one. There's more to come. The wallbang could have come through as well. Swisher goes wide, not daunted by that AWP being posted up on site. Something fishy afoot, and as it fades, Jonji will be locked in. Nice catch, though, from the AWP. Junior bails him out of trouble.
Oh, he's going to reaggress. Jonji, this could be basketball here. He's seen one. Kyojin's down, and Zaiwu could quickly follow here.
What, Jonji? Oh! That's magnificent from him. Junior and Jonji working together to get the job done. And here's the final frag. Shox is his test, and that is the pass. That's a big red A.
Oh, he's getting fired up now. All right, spamming the body. You see him yelling. They've been able to get a lot of space without having to use too much sound, but it looks like Bad News Bears are ready.
So it's Jonji. Only the one. Would have loved a lot more, and that's a retrievable weapon as well, depending on how this one plays out. You can see the flank is ready. It's cocked. Swisher and Shake Zula looking for the timing to finish this one, and he does. Shouldn't be too many more problems, really. They're into the site, admittedly, and that Masuta AK is a little threatening. Bank control lost, bomb down. This feels like they could stumble here. Nice reactions from Spongy on the FAMAS. They actually both line up for him on the peak, and so my fears have been dismissed. And it does seem like Bad News Bears can win the half.
Give Shake Zula his second, guys. Don't stop this streak of doubles. Oh, Swisher.
Dude.
He's going for just two-piece feeds. Let him have the chance at least. That's the half. That's 8. 9-6 half on bloody overpass here. But this is competitive. And here's that boost.
Ooh, don't do that again, boy.
Yeah,
Jumping for the
spotted.
info.
I think it was... What?
Shox is dead.
Oh, Jonji's pushing.
I don't know how much of a cue you could use that as. Junior's thick and fast. Kyojin's already there. Drops a smoke for survival. There is more to come. Apex makes it very clear, and Junior's going to be walking in. Oh, he's actually played him. Nice adjustment with the deagle. Could have got awkward there. And just in the off angle, Genji? Spongy throws a trajectory, they know to clear him. Still gets away with the frag. Now it's a chance for Shake Zula to come alive. They're not going to clear him, and the bomb's now loose. This has to be Bad News Bears round, and Shake Zula's double is there to lock it in. 9. Now we're talking. The Bad News Bears with some very good news. A solid half.
Heaven's Smoke. 1xBet odds still very heavily favoring Vitality here, so they haven't won the bookmakers over by any means, but here they come.
They're going to be high. That's big from Jonji. The first bullet out of his clock. There's more here, though. 3 more to be specific, and Masuta greets him with the double USP click.
Where's the Zeus?
It's not going to find any more action just yet. Kyojin onto Shake Zula, and Monster Tunnels leaves them with very little. What are you supposed to do now? 2v4. Jonji got such a lovely opener, but it was so quickly dismissed. Kyojin's taps just a little far off the mark, and more where that came from. Swisher trying to stick around. He's going to get hunted by a triple peaked, and that enables an opportunity for Junior. Does find the quick click, and now a 1v1. P250 no less. Swisher has to hold his nerve against Shoxy Jesus. He knows the fight's coming any moment now. Oh, damn. Shox ready for it as well. Well, they're going for the little toilets pop, and just 1,400 investment to Desert Eagles, and the timing favors them. It should enable nothing for Zaiwu. No issues at all as he makes himself some quick cash and massacres them all with his MP9.
Oh, he's chasing for the ace.
And he'll take it no less. Well, that's some nice padding for the stats.
I always struggle with that one. Stat padding.
The crossfire established in these toilets. I don't think Jonji's going to take any... Oh, just a slither of toe.
It's their own smoke,
It's
though,
all
right?
that Zaiwu needed.
Yeah, that was their own smoke, so they're going to be a bit frustrated with that death right there. You can't be having that happen, especially on the first gun round here.
No, not on the bonus gunny. Shake Zula, great opportunity. They're not ready for it. Looking the wrong way. And this one's falling apart. This is the bonus, and they're going to get all these AKs for free. If Vitality continue to slam as hard as they are...
Oh, dear.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
It's 5 AK-47s on the floor. Let's see how many they get. 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
3 will do nicely.
Well, this is a B hit right now. 3 players on the site. Apex, Masuta, and Kyojin have to deal with this. Or is it? One of those nades not landing, and into the blender. Apex is forward off of that info.
Yeah. second one. Oh, never mind. Masuta's not interested at all, and there's two of them there for a quick finish. Masuta, 3 kills, very quick succession.
And Shox is just pushing forward. Look how aggro this is. 2 in front of him. 1's already dead. Junior not long for this world, and that nade just shy of the mark here. 5 HP.
Weeb squad to defend B. And John G, the first victim. Here they come. Oh, and it's just all blue on brown. The Bears leave very quickly.
It's another one of these half investments. They were doing well on rounds like this on Inferno, but overpass, well, apparently it's just an aim map. Look how quick this has happened. Headshot, 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 and just a standard frag there for Zaiwu. Okay.
Looks like a very nerdy little smoke from Apex. We'll be getting that one deployed. If Sheikh Zula can just, you know, start kicking up a fuss, get Zaiwu and Shox a little worried, or you can be the late arrival with a flank. You never know.
It's too late to call them back now. Look how committed they are. Johnny's going in.
Off his own flash, and yeah, nice 1-for-1 so far. They know where Apex is, ramp side, and smoke just to isolate, jumping through that molly on short, and they're falling apart here. Spongy low, even lower now. 20 seconds, what are you supposed to do? The whole squad's here, the whole Vitality squad is here. Sheikh Zula so late to arrive. He's not even allowed to take a single frag away.
Has Shox died at all this second half? He still has that Zeus.
It's true. Here they come. Barrage of counter utility and bullets as 2 of them are cooked. Nice medium rare. Bear.
You know what? Shox hasn't died this second half.
They're pushing for info. This is what Spongy's been waiting for. He needs one. Oh, it's hard to find when Masuta sharp as ever. First frag again. This is the opening frag absence that's been plaguing the Bad News Bears. The flash from Zaiwu seems diligent. Does force them in.
Oh, come on, mate!
Double spray. They're in a headshot angle. Doesn't stop him spraying. Junior flustered, misses his shot. Oh, Vitality not letting this one go. They've got a very firm grip on overpass now. And Zaiwu continues to patrol. Another head. Sheikh Zula dead. And Junior with a 5-man Vitality squad hunting him down. From behind they strike. And that is 15, folks.
Oh, dearie me. It was 5 rounds in total. 16-1 on Mirage against Heroic, and then it was the 16-4 on Nuke.
Considerably improved.
Yeah, much more competitive today. We're talking a 16-9, map number 1. And right now we're looking at a 16-9, map number 2. 1 more kill.
Just the Spongy holding firm, and there you have it. Vitality, solid start from them into their ESL Pro League.
We do have Junior who's going to be joining us here for a couple words. Of course, we do thank him for jumping up here with us. Junior, how are you, buddy?
Hey, boys. How are we? I'm good. How are you?
Not so bad. I'd say a little bit better than the Bad News Bears right about now. That one couldn't have felt good.
Yeah.
Overpass, did you feel like you guys were in control there at one point?
Yeah, we definitely could have won Overpass for sure. All depended on the pistol in the first gun round. After that,
yeah,
like Zaiwu turned up and they had full money the rest of the game.
Are you starting to feel a little bit more comfortable within the team? Starting to feel more comfortable reuniting with Sheikh Zula and getting the op back into like a North American squad?
Yeah, definitely a lot better than before. I can like talk to my team and like understand what's happening and play like the op role how I think it should be played.
That's a GG for the Bad News Bears. Didn't even really get to ask him about playing Astralis tomorrow, but I'm not so much sure that there's.
You don't need to ask that question. That's not a question you need to ask. We know the answer to that.
Not really a fair one, is it? Yeah, so they've got Astralis tomorrow, which is going to have their work cut out for them. If Vitality, you know, they started to show some face through on Overpass, but overall, this is a different echelon of play.
Yeah, I think it's possible with Ence. They're a team that plays all 7 maps in the pool. Obviously, no Mirage for Astralis, and that gives Ence the flexibility to veto Inferno, which would have, I think, most definitely been Astralis' pick. And they go for Ancient themselves. Now it gets a little bit interesting. Maybe Astralis likes to go for Nuke, their comfort pick, but it's also the most played map for Ence with this lineup. So, yeah, Astralis doesn't really care too much about that. They have a new, young, fairly inexperienced Opera, right? So they want to do what they want to play, where they're comfortable as a team. Even in the case that he's struggling a little bit, the other guys can come in and carry the load.
So who's going to win it? First map, Ancient.
First map, Ancient. I'm still going to go with Astralis. I feel their run at Cologne, yes, it was online and now we're online. I feel it like gave them a little bit of faith back in themselves, right? And now they're playing with more confidence than they did in the previous parts of the online season, and I think that's just going to show in this best of 3.
There is an echo in here, isn't there?
Yeah, let's just stop talking. Let the action speak for itself. It's a fast one for Ence. They're going right into this B site. Cave control is all theirs. Smoke going to come down for Glaive, and they might have to just dive through. Is there a flash to get them through? No, they just jump over Glaive with one bomb drop. Dupree kills his teammate. It's all a mess. 3-on-2 now. Bomb getting planted back for the ramp. I don't know what's going on.
Well, now it's left on to Magisk and Bubsky in a 2-on-3. Oh my word, they're losing players. It's just Bubsky, and he walks into that crossfire. That's him deleted.
Maybe once every 10 times we see Julies. I feel like they are worthwhile.
Are you really going to come out here with the anti-Dulberetta
I am
rhetoric?
full anti-Julies, and I will never be changed in my ways. Dupree, Eagle though, this is a little bit better, and he's got a gap in the smoke, spamming with it, taking down one, but D hit the trade. Scouts still picking up damage. 3-on-2, 3-on-4, this is a weird one. Ence trapped out by smokes, they're waiting for the fade, and Hades takes down Glaive.
He could get some chip damage off with this scout. And, you know, with two of these players already tagged up, there it is, delivering. Hades caught in it. Getting a plant is one of the most tricky things out there. The thing that's really going to hurt you here is that you don't have anyone to flush out this cube player. It's made it impossible for Ence to even plant the bomb, and so they're having to look for kills. So far, every one of those challenges has come up in favor of Astralis, and this round, well, it might be the 4-spy victory for them. Spinks is doing everything he can, but with only 10 seconds left, our boy's running out of time. He's going to tap that bomb. There's the bait peek from Cube. Does deal with Bubsky.
Won't have to do so yet. It's more A control for Ence, and well, how much control can they really show? Running out of main, Bubsky behind the boxes. He's got the first. Smokes are down, but they're not stopping Astralis from laying waste to Ence in this round. Good dig for Doto, but still, they shouldn't get out of control. This shouldn't be an Ence round, and Magisk will make sure that is the case. Lucky moving in off a temple. Another dig for Doto, but it's falling on dead ears as Astralis steal away their second. Oh, hey. Did you miss us? Because we're back, baby. It's round 4.
Did. Right, look at this. Yeah, look, we're back in. We're all about the Counter-Strike. That's why we're here. And look at this. Ence, they come off the back of a little pausey warsy, and they come in with a bunch of big kills on this 4-spy, Hugo. All right.
Fired at a dead body. Scared a little bit. Hades pushed back in main. He's going to hit his shot. Magisk can't finish off Spinks, and it's somehow an Ence win with the pistols. They come in with barely anything to that round.
Taking all this real estate here, Ence. This is looking like they maybe just want to do an all-in B commitment. They don't have any real estate anywhere else on the map. So going back, that's not really something you can be afforded here. You want to just commit and follow through on this one. Magisk is dead, and Glaive can't find a thing with his deagle. The rotations have been called for, but Ence are already here, knocking on the door of this B-bomb site. Now getting that bomb down. A 4-on-3 post-plant. It's looking good for the Ence squad.
It's weird, though. Over the top, he finds Diha. Dupree knocked off, though, by Hades. And the deagle does catch him in the corner. 2-on-2. No kit for this retake. Not yet. And Ence, they're going to try and go through the smoke, perhaps. Lucky just clearing corners alongside Bubsky. Grabbed a gun. Spam comes through, jumping everything they can to get this guy off the bomb. And they need to 10-second stick. Bubsky needs both kills on the cover. Defuse is happening, and Bubsky won. And Lucky gets off it. I don't know if there's time now. He had to. He was going to die. But it's going to be very, very close. Oh, my. But not close enough.
Oh, that is devastating, man.
Obviously, Astralis did not have the money.
Ooh, and Astralis, you know, they're fairly keen to capitalize on just how close that was. They forced up again in this round now. The only guy saving money is Lucky. Awesome. They're going back in for this A execute again, right? And you remember what happened when they did this earlier on in the game, right? It grinds to an awkward halt with a nade kill coming in and Snappy on the receiving end of that. Ence are trying to clear this site, but they can't really clear it. There's so many smokes down. It's like a wall of smokes. Cutting the site in two, and it's very, very awkward. Oh. You need to flush out these players and try to get that bomb planted. And so really, the bomb plant coming in from Spinks, I think that's just saved the day. That has just alleviated any worries that I had. Magisk will take out one, but Hades, look at him. He's playing the trigger discipline. He's trying to milk this for all it's worth. There's the double for Hades, and just Dupree. He's sent packing. He's got to get out of there. Obviously as well, I think it's pretty interesting, right? Like with the presence of D here, now you've got like the two poles together. Oh, nice shot. Beautiful opener, Doto. Beautiful.
And, you know, this is a pretty normal strat. You might have tried it in your pugs on the eco, just full mid, just everyone. Now, Ence is still running this XX, so Astralis can catch a timing where they peek over this boost. Oh, lovely shot. I was going to say they should find nothing. That's a last-second frag from Magisk. Will it amount to anything, though? Snappy's low. Hades is getting rid of the bodies already. Glaive does find Snappy, but retaking here, you just don't have the weaponry. And again, the kick is going to be the biggest problem here. Another frag for Deha, and Ence are making quick work of this eco. I've got to say, it's a good eco for Astralis. They're keeping Ence occupied. They've got a couple of kills, but that should be the beginning and the end of the round. Bubsky looking to take one with him. Get another AK perhaps. They're just not offering up. Locked in now, waiting for the recommit, and there it is. Ence up 5-2.
It's been, you know, those force buy wars to open up in Astralis. They were very, very keen to keep the force buys coming in.
Nice.
This is their first buy with all the bells and whistles, in the sense that you've got the AWP on Lucky, you've got utility to play with as well. Already, that AWP has found an opener, but Doto has kept it in a 4-on-4 with that frag there onto Glaive. And that's also going to entice Ence into this B site. Doto has actually just opened up this entire side of the map alone. The bomb has only just got to the double doors. Everyone else is like, oh, wait, we're in B? All right.
No, they have no idea. Dota's going to catch Dupree. Oh, dear. He thought he'd still be aware. Dupree double back to check long. He knew about the chance of this player being pushed in deep, but can he do anything about it? Open plant, Dupree, a little late.
You know, like really crazy calls coming in or anything like that, right?
So you can get aggressive. They're going to do it in cave elsewhere. Hades with the orb. Oh, missed shot. He knows about the prospect now. One kill, but not the double. Magisk is going to get the trade, but he tries to clear the corner, and they take him down late from the door. VP-esque backing out of B now. Actually, that's a smoke from mid to the back of the A site. Bubsy's got the spot. Has he got the shot, though? Smoke down to try and buy time and help Lucky cover the cross. He's got him. Taking down Spinks. Nice shot from Lucky, doubled up, and Bubsky there to close as well. That's a lovely A-hold. Astralis.
We want the water put back in on Ancient.
Like, yeah, I'm going to rage every game I cast until it's done. Oh, that's weird. That's awkward.
Oh, no. They tried it. Okay, the Astralis did this loads yesterday versus Team Spirit. They triple B ramped push. Clearly, Ence are ready for this. Doto is holding it. He's just spamming a smoke, and they line up in it.
And the orb at B, it can't cover his cross this time around. I can't blame Lucky for being here. Doto's still looking for the entries. One kill would sell the fake. Even a death would keep players here. He's exchanged some damage. He doesn't need to die. Now the A-play coming in. Bubsky's on 1 health. He's a dead man walking. He already knows it. That should be the round. Astralis looking to save.
Oh, it's about to get even better. Yeah, Hades just waiting on this angle. That's a freebie. Sure, Deha dies, but that's not the end of the world.
Watch out on mid. Care the top push. You see Bubsky's even aware that they might be in the A side. But this is the B take. Snappy's got an entry. Quick trade for Glaive. He's going to try and go back to the ramp. Does grab himself a second before the orb removes him from the round, and now smokes come down for Ence.
God, Hades with this AWP. Oh my word, what? He's just running them down. How did he just do that? He wasn't even looking the right way.
No, like a dead man.
I thought he was so screwed. I was like, oh, look, he gets this nice double, but it's all in vain. No, dude, this guy's fast as hell. Before he's actually even clocked that Bubsky is there. Now we have a return to middle for Ence. They've been shying away from this position in the last few rounds. They try to switch it up now. Snap dead to open this one up, and that is a rifle that could look to get retrieved for Astralis. But Doto is once again, dude, like, I don't know, dude, this guy at B, does it feel fair? Nah, not really.
Not really.
Oh, but the rest of the team are all dead in the water.
And there's a kit, so don't count Astralis out of this round.
All these guns are in middle, mate. This is, you know, it's free weapons to be retrieved. They've got an AWP on Lucky. He's elected to use the Deagle. He does this a lot. And, well, he will be on the receiving end of Doto, who's on for the ace. Just Dupree left to find. Doto, king of the B-bomb site on Ancient. He's about to die.
Clutch is on Deha. Not had to do a lot this game, but this is a true test.
It's the battle of the Ds, man. Yeah. Doto's dead. Dupree now one man left to find. It's big Deha. All alone in the cave. And Dupree does have a kit, so he's going to tap on the bomb, try to bait the peak. Deha sees he's not on it. He knows he's not sticking it. And that information alone has won the round for Ence. 9 on the board, and dupreeh, he's running away. Deha hears him, but he won't be able to catch him. 1 point of health on dupreeh, the difference between life and death there. And even then, it's not in the same vein as what we've been getting out of Dota and Hades, right? With how these two can just take rounds in the palm of their hands. And look, once again, this orb, Best's lucky in that head-to-head. Snappy holding this re-aggression, but will get caught by Glaive with the flash push.
Ence need to draw that retake, although it might just come to them for free. There it is. My goodness. Now, Astralis know their backline's open. They try and move forward to take space, and Spinks will not allow even just Magisk.
This is masterful right now at events. It's like, oh, hang on a moment. Magisk might have just saved the day. He's dropped the bomb, and even though Ence have got B, they have this flank. They need to deal with Magisk. Doto will trade it. dupreeh was all the way over at the A site, and Hades is scoped up. He's just missed this timing. dupreeh didn't see Hades either. Oh, my word.
Dota turns back around. He knows the timings. dupreeh looking in, and he's got the kill, but that's still not enough. He's going to give it up. He's going to save his AWP and give Ence double digits in the T side. I say give. Ence take it away. They demand it. Not going his way. Push back to 10. And he smokes it down. It's confusion now. No one knows where to look. No one knows. Fight. dupreeh's got a gap, and he's using it well. Double kill. Boost is up. If they try and re-aggress, they've got to be careful. Doto is right here, and the Astralis are making that same mistake. Doto's going to drop in. He can't double up. Glaive will get traded 2 on 3, but the Orps are here, and they're finally starting to kick into action.
This is it, Hades. This is your time, buddy. It's not going to be easy.
Only got to worry about Temple. That's one way of dealing with a donut, not smoking inside. Can still spam these, though. Bobski waiting patiently, and he is going to give us the goods, taking down Snappy first. Still got a gap behind the smoke. Ence can't go any further.
Help you out when it comes to moving in. If you're able to trade this evenly, Astralis could be onto a 5th. This means we need an individual to find something big. Spinks opens up, traded once more by these AWPs. And the Orps, they're doing everything! That retake is all Orps. Oh my, that is nasty. 4 out of 5 come from the AWPs. That AWP on the Ence squad looking filth, Hugo.
Yeah, it's tearing through Astralis. We saw some nice double Orps near the end of the half, but now Astralis needs to pick up the pieces.
I'm already seeing double Berettas on Snap now. dupreeh had them earlier on. Let's see if they fare any better for Ence. If you remember, dupreeh team killed when he had them.
Oh, that's the bomb as well. They try and do this fast mid take and up towards a donut. Lucky's going to grab it and get out of there pronto, moving back towards B. He's holding on. Snappy needs to do the same with the Julie spamming, and he's got 1. That's something at least. He's only on 5 kills. He'll take what he can get. Going to fight for the site now. No smokes down for Astralis. They've got 1 in the bank. They're going to try and chase down Doto. Running out of ammo, finally dead to the Glocks. And now that should provide a plant here for Astralis. Can Deha do anything about it?
Oh, there's 1. On the low HP Bobski, but he's sandwiched. Double peaked between Lucky and Magisk. He's also walking into a sandwich.
This force buy could flip everything on its heads. We had a force buy war in the first half that was won out by Ence. Communication that watch out on your flank right now. Watch out on this A split. They smoked me off B side. And so Snappy comes in to try and do that. Even 1 shot to Glaive would finish the job, and he's going to hit it in the head as well. dupreeh flashed out, and he is going to get the trade.
dupreeh's all alone. He's calling for Bobbers to come on over and like give him a bit of a helping hand here, because he doesn't want to risk giving the bomb away in CT. Astralis is just going to slow down, right? They've still got 50 seconds, and this is only going to get wild if you start panicking. There's a reason they always say, in times of crisis, everyone remain calm, and it's because when you're all panicked, the decision-making goes out the window. This slowdown leads to an A-bomb plant for Astralis. Both these players are low, and Sidoto, you know, he could still look to give this a little check, see what he can get away with.
Flanking middle, Doto's a dead man. Bobski just needs to put the final bullet in the back, and there it is. Astralis up to 7. Doesn't matter though. All of this is negated by the fact that Astralis execute A. They've got the temple smoke, they've got the donut smoke, and they've got the site.
So Deha just USP dinked Bobski through a smoke. It shouldn't matter, right? It's only a tiny bit of damage, but it's softened them up for the Deagles, and that's also the bomb dropped in the open. Doto. Deagle out, more damage to Magisk, but not the killing blow. Magisk has kind of bailed you out here, now regaining control of that bomb. dupreeh with his late lurk in through Cube. You know, Cube lurks was something that would sometimes missing for Ence when they went for these A plays, and we saw that position come back to hurt them a few times. Dupree, very, very diligent, right? Comes in, mops up that Cube player. And now it's all left onto Snappy. This round, what's left of it should just be a formality, and there it is, yeah.
Molly in the cutout and smokes on either side means Glaive can get all the way up in their business if he wants to. Magis, meanwhile, looking for B picks. Spoken and prodding his way into the bomb site. Smokes and Molly start to land, and that's an opening kill coming in for Astralis. Still 2 more CTs here trying to fight for the site. Doto's tucked in cave, knowing he could be split at any time, but he's gone to Dupree. Orp now has to find something, or this is a dead round for Ence.
Oh, well, if there was someone who could step up, who could fill this void, it's Hades. Oh, this is going on. Spinks has caught Glaive down in the bottom of mid. Flash sets up Lucky for that kill.
They're pushing through. They might go to A.
Yeah, but they're going to run into this double setup, right? They've only seen Spinks. They don't know that Diha is up close on the box. And uh-oh, Dupree, 13 points of health. He realizes the error of his ways now, tapping the bomb. Ence running in through CT, and they're going to hunt down Dupree. It's 11 on the board for Ence.
Yeah.
And they're looking for success over towards A. Just a standard set piece, right? Smoking Cube, smoke for CT. Temple smoke gone in as well. This is more standard than the wall of smokes that Ence throw. Is this going to work? Hades waiting in Temple, collects his free kill. No. The bomb plant is denied. The bomb getting denied, that's the biggest thing in the round so far. You know, like trying to recommit to a bomb plant now is impossible with these smokes fading. You need kills, and as they start to elude you, you can feel the round slipping away.
It needs to be deeper in the donut to deny that aggression. Spinks just gets to play through it. Snappy jumping, and he gets a double. Should not have gotten away with that. The nade certainly helps, and pushed through A. Diha grabs one and evades capture. Ence know this is an easy peasy round for them with Glocks on the other side. Miss smoke. That clipping is always weird. Just gonna make it so. Lucky having a great game. Top performer of Astralis right now, at least. Oh.
He's a very pliable dude, right? And I mean, that was why he ended up going in with Yugi all that time ago. So, oh, look, Spinks gonna die after one, but it's traded by Diha, and he's, I was gonna say, keeping this A site under lockdown, but no.
Yeah, the volley.
I just, bomb plant denied, and it's always an issue. You know,
how do you do it on A? How do you ever get a bomb plant in any position? Maybe a bit of a B rush in this follow-up round for Astralis, as they are on a broke buy. Here they come with speed.
Yeah, straight in, not wasting any time. The time's not their enemy. Their enemies, oh, well, they're enemies here. The bomb's going down, and they do get a plant out of this at least, so the extra cash injection's going to be appreciated. Lucky's Tech 9 flankers just missed this timing. He fired off a little too soon, so now they know they've got him trapped in cave.
They volleyed their in-game leader into a corner.
Of course they did. You can't let Snappy get all the kills here. Lucky, dead after one. And it's Snappy to defuse it right at the end. They give him that at least.
Yeah. It's going to take some serious time if they actually
if they're actually committing into B.
This is scary. No, it's fine. The smokes are down. They know Ence have to play for retake. That Molly may even benefit Astralis as it delays the plant and gives more time for Bubsky to get set up.
Bubsky should have this round locked in now. So, yeah, it's a cool way of using this flank. If Bubsky got through A, as he did, you go back, you plant on the A site with a safe rotation through middle.
Ence, they're no slackers. Ever since Astralis went 3-0 up off the back of the pistol round, Ence have not dropped a round until now. So the A main smoke is down, it locks Astralis out. Go right through.
Yeah, like it not respecting the smoke.
All right, it's an A split. This is a really nice round for Astralis, right? They showed a lot of presence in main early. Lucky is now AWPing it, and he's going to go late as well, right? If the attention can get drawn from Astralis, or for Astralis, and they can get Hades' attention, then Lucky can try and poke them in the backline. Hades drops the bomb. It's picked right back up. Lucky is delayed. He's hiding behind the big box. They're trying to hunt him down. Hades stalling very well, but they're both behind boxes. He needs to pick an angle, and he needs to pick one now, grabbing Magis, and now looking back, he's found the AWP. How is Hades doing this round on his own? He needs no help. Finally put down. 3-on-2. Flank is in. Don't try and plant. You'll get backstabbed. And from the front lines, it Spinks here to close this map. Ence pick it up with ease. Looking luscious on Ancient right now.
I think Ence did come very well prepared into this matchup. I think it's probably a map they put a lot of work in, either during the break, right, or just right after the break ended, when they went back into practice mode, and you could tell, you know, something's a little bit different. Maybe trying to put a little bit more emphasis towards that A bomb side, but it's just so hard, right? Until it gets changed a little bit, you can see like with all the difficulties planting the bomb, right? It's either you don't even need to plant the bomb because you already killed the defenders and the round is won, or you just can't do it because someone is alive and he's just pesky and
hanging out.
Yeah, and he's just very, very annoying.
He's already got down the vent. It's Glaive down lower. Deha just trying to get a couple on ramp. He goes 1 for 1, and Hades is here at Hell to try and stop them from getting any further. He's in his home ground. Snappy down on lower already here from the get-go, ready for the take, and Bobski trades. This is going to be down to a retake in a few seconds.
And here are those dual Berettas arriving on the scene. Spinks gonna steal that one away from the dualies. That's the bomb plant denied. That's a bit of a disaster. Doto has worked his way in behind the silo in the site, and so he's just hiding, playing around this bomb.
Going all the way back. Is he going to check this angle? He jumps. That is super smart for Glaive. Big brain. Can they hit this shot? They can. Glaive's taken him down. And now the chase for Hades is only 15 seconds. Do they have time to get the plant? Do they have the cover? So much pressure being put on by Ence, and Glaive needs to move. They can't go up vent. Even if they chase that kill, which fails, Bubski goes down. Glaive has to stick it, but as soon as he's off his dead, he doesn't even get the plant. But yeah, there were like multiple rounds that happened. You know, Dupree with the knife out in the 2v1 on B, that 4-on-4 retake at the last second on A. You know, while this eco just gets rolled by Ence as it should, it's only Glocks. Here it's all by design though. Ence are giving them a good bit of space, and they're trying to take elsewhere. Snappy pushed into lobby. Oh, Deha messy at Hell. Snappy gets one and a dink onto the second. It's a good job, but it might not matter. We need more kills out of Ence. They're dropping lower. Astralis will meet them there. Glaive is low HP, and he is alone right now. He needs his merry men following up behind him. Here they are. Spinks, no way. He's got a gap. How is he living right now? They are not ready for this position. Bomb dropped, and he doesn't even burn. 5 health.
He's closed the door on the bomb as well.
15 seconds, and Hades is still here.
Oh, Hades just missing that timing. But Lucky's low. Lucky's so low. And there's the bomb plant denied. Hades is just playing for time at this point. He's won the round by not fighting. And oh, that's heartbreaking. Lucky looking for an engagement that's never going to get given to him.
Great start, friends. They've got to be feeling very happy right now. You know, we've already seen them starting to lean B, some good reads, right? Good shot. Not just Snappy in the pistol round playing dark, but there's Spinks dropping vent with no confirmation that was ending lower.
I don't know. I guess it depends on how big your kink is. Like, my kink is very small. And here's an A-take that I will talk about. They're in the site. It's a 3-on-3.
Bobski's down vent with the bomb.
Spinks is holding for this push, and yeah, the bomb's gone down to B. Okay, that's at least a guaranteed plant.
Oh, and that's all it might be.
Yeah, sadly, that really might be the only thing you get out of this round now. What was a 3-on-3 is now a 1v3 for Bubski. He's waiting in the vent. Oh. He's been spotted. And now they know he's here. Those two guys at ramp are just going to barrel into the site with a very, very alarming pace. Bubski, it's going to be hard-pressed for him to do much here. And Snappy makes it happen. Ence are up onto 4.
Go back into A for Astralis as Glaive walks through the main smoke and no one is wiser. That's a kill for Doto, and now the alarm bell's ringing.
Yeah, the Ence have started to piece together exactly what's happening. Deha in through main, moving into that position that Glaive had just cleared. Snappy killing folks through smokes, and Doto there to put 5 on the board for Ence. This Ence squad are looking very excited.
And flanks Astralis, even gets a main smoke spam kill. Just great awareness out of Ence. The calling is there, the reads are there, and the shots as well. Hades needs to hit his. Pistols are starting to prove problematic.
Oh, yeah. No, hang on a moment. I was going to say, nah, mate, it should be fine. Maybe he's going to bail them out, but... You know, a 2-on-2, it's certainly not comfortable. They start to go down towards lower. This is where Deha waits, and he's just been sat behind Silo patiently. Oh, Lucky's going to take his head off with the Deeg. And there were 2 poles trying to hold up this round for Ence. Now there's just 1. Can Hades be that stabilizing player? Can he be the one to save this round, this pistol round from Astralis that looks to come in as their first on the board?
Yeah, he even had that P250 1v1 as well yesterday against Dexter.
Yeah, he just seems very, very comfortable with all the pistols.
Such is an AWPer, always the way. you know, that's a crazy play, and it works out for a double kill. Snappy has given us another on the ramp. Any more? Yes, indeed. And the bomb dropped. Snappy has done his job. Lucky in a clutch. He's found a couple of kills. He's on for the ace, but pushed in deep. Spinks has made a perfect play. And Lucky, surely not going to be checking this one. He has so many corners to clear. And the door as well.
Eagle out, but yeah, not ready for a deep player.
Not risking his life for a fight. Instead, he goes out lower, and oh, they're very close to he knows he gets one. They're already climbing up on the outside, though. Hell player now moved in from ramp. Diha just trying to stop them from setting up this split, but Astralis are coming whether you like it or not. 1 and 2 for dupreeh, and the A site is open for business. He's got all of them. Bye-bye, Ence. This is an Astralis round, whether you like it or not. Tiger Sharks don't care about your armor, though. They'll eat turtles whole. And Diha takes a chump out of Glaive. Quick kill outside. Astralis wanted to hit upper with that main lurk, and Glaive got that timing for Doto. They're still going to be able to drop the smoke, but they don't want to go down the vent. Oh, the spam will do instead for dupreeh. You said he could be the hero, and once again, he steps up to the plate. 4 on 4. Options open now. Back to ramp they go. Hades yet to die. And Snappy by his side.
Oh man, yeah, this double hold at ramp, that's so problematic. The bomb is dropped out in the open. Oh, this AWP. Well, that's pretty brutal.
Yeah. Oh, there's a bit of a gap, but not enough for Diha to do anything. He has to move through, and he catches a good timing, killing the rifle. They'll pick it right back up and get a second as well. Spinks in the lobby. He's got a smoke if he wants to trap them in radio. Snappy's got them locked in on the other side. Can't afford to die. That's the bomb. And no trade. Finally, Bubsky gets it. Thank goodness for that. He's crafted a path down towards B. He gets spammed inverse round. Players have traded positions. A belongs to the T's and lobby to the CT's. And Glaive, with that picked up gun from Diha's dead body, is doing the work. Magisk with another. Denies Hades' rotation up vent. And Doto in a 1-on-3.
The AK sees the leg, but Bubsky swinging ahead is going to lock it in.
Salvage. Times are tough in the current economy. Oh, not for Hades, though. He's reaping rewards. He's not giving him anything. Pokes his head out, and Maj is still aware, even though he just cleared it. That's a massive kill. Astralis now OB, and they even follow up as well. This round should be theirs. Got a lurk on the roof. Bubsky just keeping up pressure, and Hades tagged down low as the bomb plant comes in.
I don't know how Doto's still alive. Bubsky just died in his own Molotov.
Okay.
And Spinks is saving.
Couple of rifle rounds, and now look at your reward. A bit of a freebie. The one rifle is the only threat, and Spinks putting it to use, finding a kill, but he can't get out alive. Lucky trades with the orb. Teammate picks up the gun. Snappy, no way. Only gets a second. Lucky, he's getting hunted for the orb now. They want the bounty, and oh, missed shot. Now they're really well armed. Now they've got 3 rifles. Watch out, Astralis. They're coming.
Yeah, oh, and they're coming fast. You better believe it. It's coming back to him. Here they are. Triple setup over at ramp. They're moving in. Magisk, he's got the bomb down. He's out of there. He doesn't want to hang around in this site, and who can't blame him? Both players for Astralis just not facing. Eventually, you got to get on this bomb, and in tandem, both kills come through. Glaive and Magisk, they play that to perfection in the 2-on-3.
They hear that smoke blue. Magisk, lovely shot. Taking down Diha outside. Ence were getting away with these kind of plays early in the half. Now it's no longer working.
You can feel that as this game has gone on, guys, really I'm looking at like the old 3 of Astralis. I'm talking about dupreeh, Glaive and Magisk. They've started to look a lot more comfortable, and that's a real sigh of relief for me, right? Thus far, it's been a lot of like Lucky and Bubsky trying to do what they can.
Spinks taken lobby. This is inconsequential at this point in the round. Too late to stop the bomb from going down. Doto, will he get back to his spot? Will it even matter? It's a safe plant. Doesn't affect. Bomb has been planted. And now the retake, if you even want to go for it, no kit. But everyone's here. Temptation.
Oh, the feet! Bubsky's getting tickled. But time is the real enemy of Ence here. They take a real long while to decide whether or not they want to go for this. So the kills have got to be quick, and they're not.
And then the doubling back out upper. Now you've got to be careful. 2 players on either side here. The bomb is B, And that's a great clear from Glaive, but he's not ready for Deha. Oh, another Deagle. That could have been everything for Ence. Instead, it's Astralis controlling lower. Magisk won't commit on his own. And Bubsky's taking a top pick, bringing the bomb back. Magisk is always running it solo with this bomb, but he's yet to be punished for that play. I mean, he had no other option. Glaive dead, and the round over. This was a strong start for Ence, and we've already forgotten what that felt like. Yeah, winning the half will be the cherry on top. Oh, okay, Spinks, where was that from? Did he go up the ladder? What? Oh my goodness, he's on T-Roof!
He's pushed the lobby, this man. He's like, well, look.
It's round right now, but one where Ence just can't lose it.
Yeah, no, it would be impressive to lose this round. Like, with all the map control you have,
oh, the spam as well.
Yeah, it's spooky. It's like a horror game, but there it is. Ence 8-7, and oh, it's a close first half at the end of things. It's a nice recovery out of Astralis. Are we going to get the incredible duck with the dualies, or is it going to be Dupe? Let's see. Here he is, up on top of the hut. Come on, big Doopy. He's got the dualies in the hut. They don't know about him. Now he's out in the open and dead after 0. Dupree still stands at -1 with the dual Berettas.
I'm not saying I like watching Dupree die with the dualies, but I'm just kind of glad that they're not doing anything. It's therapeutic to me at this point. Retake's not happening. Look at the health the Gooshes are in. I feel like there was a jump shot from the Glock as well. I can't even tell. Too many bullets coming from too many directions, and now everyone dead except Glaive. It's all about to happen, and so Ence lock in a pistol round.
Could have returned a compliment, but it's fine. We'll work on that.
Couples counselling.
Well, we do have that meeting with the therapist at the end of the week, Hugo, and I'm counting down the days. Dupree, he's mollied out, but look at this. They didn't see. They got flashed, and now they learn about him. Yeah, now he's a dead man walking. Man advantage taken. Hades extends it even further. The A site belongs to Ence.
Nice flick.
Yeah, that was crazy.
No ammo for it, though. Pure guttural reaction. Magisk looking to take a gun with him. We would love to find an AK, but the roaming MAC-10s will make that very difficult. Deha coming up, and Magisk does deal death, but going to spawn. Seen ahead, scout out now. Oh, and he can't do it, no armor, so tagged down by the AK, and Ence win the round.
And if you don't win, well, it's not your problem anymore.
Harry, get that scream ready. Dupree's got a Zeus.
All right. Oh, okay.
Now you know it's a fake as well. That's the best part about this for Glaive. The full smokes won't do anything. And in fact, Ence, if they ran into ramp, they'd run into a stack. Instead, they go A, and it's free real estate.
Yeah, they're going in. They're uncontested.
That's how you get the milk, Harry.
That is, yeah. No, undisputable, actually.
Here they go, dropping on in.
Oh, there's one out of the MAC-10. That should be the extent of the damage. Just lucky left. He'll take one more with him. And
Not bad.
That's actually a great eco here.
Oh, imagine that. If it was an AK, man, if it was an AK. Oh, nice trade.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
We kind of get to see how immediate that was, because we get it from like both reactions, mate. Lucky gets one. You couldn't have really asked for more out of the guy. He's traded immediately by Snappy. They spot Glaive in the vent, and Doto drops down from the A-bomb site to deal with him. His lower take is now in full swing, and Magisk is the only guy that can stop it. Back in lobby, Hades is holding for a flank, but somehow Dupree's gotten past him. The timing's just been missed there.
Even with a missed shot from Hades, Astralis, they cut their losses. At least they're going to enable a buy.
And they're about to get dealt an A push, like an A rush. Deha, one bullet's Glaive out as he's burning alive.
Gross.
He's slowed down. That shouldn't have...
Get him out.
The A-bomb site's open, mate. Ence have got it. They won the round right there and then. I am lost for words.
Line up.
Lucky.
Oh, do it.
Oh, what?
He even let him plant. He gave him a second.
Bro, Lucky's like channeling. It's like, this round has just been the wildest ride. Just the biggest roller coaster.
CS is a drug.
Oh.
And I'm hooked up to a drip right now.
A millisecond left to do anything. Like,
one time.
One bullet's Glaive out.
Another A-take.
Just another one of these fast A rushes. Hell, let's see. Yeah, Spinks is brought down low. Their vent dropping. They change their mind. They go, all right, boys, bye. They drop down into B, and now they're looking for a plant. They do lose both Spinks and Hades over on that top site.
Bomb has been planted.
Oh, bomb now planted. Doto trying to take ramp. This is going to be a point of rotation for Astralis, so he's got to be ready for a fight. And he is going to get one hell of a fight pretty much immediately. This round is rapidly getting out of hand for Ence. They've tried to make the best out of a bad situation, but it is just Doto. The lineup was almost there, but Magisk a little too quick.
So, yeah, slow it down. Let Astralis burn some utility, and a lot of it has gone out. Quick vent dive over Spinks, and the funny part about it is that flash was so well timed, Bubsky has no clue. He may call, hey, they could be vent. They could be vent, but I don't think Astralis are aware of how fast he got down, and they still go out upper. Come on, Ence, give them a break. Spinks was about to kill Magisk down lower, a millisecond. So why would he be aware of that vent drop? Magisk, that's awkward. Couple of missed shots. Don't know how the first one did not connect. Now a completely different round.
Yeah, I mean, that's the beauty of like having so many of these fast rounds is, you know, you've really conditioned Astralis to throw all this util out, to have to use it early to stop these rushes. Now, you've lost Diha outside. This is going to trigger a bit of a response in towards ramp.
I mean, the rotators is still good. Astralis is still a very dependable nuke CT side team. You know, they get the kill, they give it up. You can see them already starting to adjust.
Yeah, here comes this A utility once again. That's the bomb cut down. Spinks leading the charge with the bomb in hand. So now Astralis are going to start to pull players over. The bomb's been retrieved. Look at the vent rotate from Bubsky. He just barrels up the vent and shoots them in the back. Doto left in this one, a 1v5 when this began, a 1v4 rather, now 1v3. As the bomb fallen down vent as well, and the rest of the boys here, because this is where we're going to see Astralis try to secure these openers.
I like that play for Magisk, right? It looks a bit messy. He doesn't get more than one, but dink onto Hades, and it's showing that Astralis is starting to feel it again. They're starting to have a bit more faith, throwing themselves into gunfights. Magisk gets one.
Oh, Bubsky and Dupree, they're holding down door, they're not letting you in. And yeah, it's another go at repelling the A offensive. But yeah, no, it feels rough in this position.
Ooh, okay. The D's will do.
They can all do it, yeah. Not Diha, but Doto this time around. Diha's leapt down from main and grabbed the M4. Look at him. Yeah, they know all about it. Dupree gets dinked, but is able to survive that one.
Seems pretty sure that they are. In fact, he's right. How does that not connect? Spinks is shooting into walls, and Magisk ready to close the round. Easy stuff on the ramp room.
So let's see who's got more horsepower here. Ence fast down a B. That's more like it. Diha again with the taps, and Doto's found another. Forget everything I just said. The horsepower's out. Snappy getting that bomb down, and they are roaring towards a finish line. Lucky. Attempting to respond, but Diha up close.
Beasting.
Has annihilated this ramp hold, and he's in with the double. Diha taking heads off.
He's getting lurked on right now. He does walk the smoke, but Dota's coming up and he won't be needed. Hades does it on his own. Lovely round out of Diha. Just the pace. I thought he was going to push that molly on ramp. Oh, that's weird.
Oh my god. Ooh, outside is messy. I don't like it. I want to get off of Mr. Ence's wild ride. What's happening? Diha, doubling down. He's taking matters back into his own hands. This is absolute chaos.
Splitting up in a 3-on-3 against Astralis on this map is dangerous, and so they'll come to you instead. Dupree, you said you needed something from him. Well, he'll give us the goods. And coming in through lobby is someone to help out as well. Magisk trying to backstab Diha.
Dihu? He's got 3 in the round already. He's looking to close it out for Ence. And there it is. Diha will deliver. Ence, they 2-0 Astralis, taking them down on their map pick.
What just happened in front of us?
Yeah, I think it was just Ence was the better team in this series. I think they played some really solid CS as a team. You could see they had a well thought out game plan. The execution of the game plan was on point as well. The individuals stepped up too. And I think for Astralis also the fact that they couldn't really get a good start going, you know, in this game in particular, 5-0 down in both halves, right? Like that's just going to be a very much uphill battle, and it's always been about, against Astralis, limiting the amount of full gun rounds that they can play. That's where their biggest strengths lie, and Ence managed to do that very well in this series.
Yep. Hello.
Hey, man, how are you feeling? That's got to feel pretty good, right?
Yeah, it feels really nice, actually.
So you've been getting a lot of attention, man. You know, you've joined in here with Ence. You guys just beat Astralis. Probably not something you thought you'd say this year, personally, or what?
Yeah, probably not. Wasn't really expecting to play in Pro League, to be honest, yet. So it feels really good to be Astralis.
What are your expectations, though, going forward? Obviously, got a couple more matches. Didn't have the hottest of starts yesterday, but beating Astralis today, does it help raise the morale of the team?
Yeah, it definitely raises the morale. Like yesterday was really unlucky. Like I watched like the demos, like everyone probably watched it, and we just saw we had like a lot of chances that we didn't take yesterday. So today was like the good ends, which should have been there yesterday, and I think we can only get stronger, hopefully, going into the event.
Are you guys still saying easy for Ence around the office, or is that kind of like just dead in the water? We don't do that anymore.
Nah, still easy for Ence.
Oh, all right. Easy for Ence, easy for Hades. Thank you so much, man. GG. We'll see you around.
Thank you, guys. See ya.
There, but we can see our vetoes already coming through, and Vertigo going to be taken away by Team Spirit. Dust 2, I think that's expected and respected out of Heroic as well after we saw the success out of Team Spirit just yesterday, but Overpass, Inferno, and Mirage have been locked in.
Yeah, for Spirit, Overpass was, I think, sort of an obvious pick, right? Really, they had good success on it. They can't pick Dust, which is their most played map. Is the permaban for Heroic, and for Heroic, they go for Inferno, which has been miserable for Spirit, so it's a clear punish pick. Heroic hasn't been too great on it either in the last 3 months. Yeah. They don't have a win on it, but you know, throughout this lineup, they've been a pretty good Inferno team. Finally, they go away from, you know, Nuke in a sense of that's been their pick no matter what. And we have an interesting pool. I favor Heroic, but we'll see.
That's a big question. Heroic look amazing against Bad News Bears, but this might be a little bit more competition, and already it's showing up to the plate. And the lurkout monster might sell this fake. He might keep players down lower for Heroic. One more kill or to do it for Sunday Young. To realize the steps are heard. Cadian cooling that along. Spirit moving up on the short side. He's going to catch Chopper throwing grenades and finishes the job. He can give up the plant here. They're a man up. They've still got Spirit trapped in the bomb side right now. It's a very awkward round, and the bomb can't afford to go down. It needs to cross back in. Magic's getting an entry. Dexter dead. Cadian closing the gap and trying to stop the plant. He can't. Oh dear.
Magic's death by 1,000 cuts as the USPs just whittle him down on either side of the truck.
But I actually like it. It's pretty audacious. Cadian S, it won't work wonders. Oh my goodness.
Team Spirit still set down towards this B site. Tessez is holding long aggro, so maybe that's going to lead to an early rotation out of Stown.
Oh, the molly.
Wait. Yeah, it's risky. He's going to get checked. Molly does not hold back Magic's double entry into this B site, and on the back of that, this round is done. It's flawless for Team Spirit. They get out with the grand prize of Cadian's AWP as well, and they tie this game up immediately.
Nade, but he gets blinded as well. Cadian is trying to hunt down that killing con. Chopper, got to watch out. Molly, Cadian goes right through. He's up close, and he gets the kill. Deagle spam in the chest.
Yeah, this is really weird now, right? They're rotating up into A, but Mir and Magix have walked this silently. They're pretty deep. They don't know yet about Mir on the truck, but now they do, and they're going to catch him in the open. Well, they're lining up that utility now. That's the dumpster smoke going in. Molotov for Bank to try and force this player out into the open. The kills need to come through, and Magix will provide that opener. Okay. Another for Sunday Young, and it's in the final couple of seconds that Team Spirit
force a shot out, drops off, but it doesn't matter. There's just no time with no kit. Refresh can survive in the bank with 100 health. He'll be fine. And that's the round for Spirit. They'll take it. It did not start well, right? 5-on-3 initially, and more kills to be found. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say he won that out, but that was less down to him, more down to the other Magis. Nice nades. Stacked up.
Yeah, that's both players that were trying to boost. Naded out.
Yeah.
You just ease into a round win here. That's all you're thinking if you're Team Spirit. Like, the utility's done enough.
Oh no, that's the bomb. They're committed. They can't turn around the molly.
Don't worry,
Burns out, Shush.
Burns from 100 health to 0 in the molly.
He was flashed out. Didn't realize until it was too little, too late. And no armor either. Hence his barrel position. He picked up a gun off the body of one of the boosted players. Cadian's got a Galil. He's making good work happen, but his teammate will not be able to cover him. They're out monster with a vengeance. These rounds are so finicky right now. It was Spirit going quiet in the mid round, and Heroic doubted themselves. They moved down to a a 2-3 setup, and it let them down. That's a good start for Tessez. taking a kill on long, and it's not traded. Tessus is tucked in with his teammate here as well. Even if he dies, he won't be ready for Stout. Nade is good, Tessus is better, and he kills both and the bomb. That's as far as a round goes. This one should be done. 20 seconds, how the hell do you recover this? They're going to try and move in, but as Tessus swings, Stown can close the round if Tessus can't. He might be up for the job alone. There's 4 from Tessus. My goodness. Dexter saving the AWP. No ace today, but a damn good showing from Tessus on long.
Yeah, brilliant stuff from him.
Flash is good, and Tessus, he starts again strong. Dink down.
Molly's to lead the charge. Sumdai Young, first man in and first to die. Stown fighting in the fire. Refresh is going to help keep this in the advantage. A heroic Amir -1 and 4 has got to do the impossible.
And now Dexter no longer donning Cadian's saved AWP, which he kept going for many a round. It's just pistols, and they'll be made quick work of here by Heroic. Ooh, overpass. Great. Dust 2 as well.
Yeah, just Glocks, so really, you know, should be a bit of a mow down.
Yeah. And let Team Spirit out of B. You know you've got them 5B now, and Spirit are going to commit. Now all Tess says, activate. Shush has been spotted, stalling them out to buy time for the flank. Cadian finds first blood, and Shush has a little gap in the smoke to take down a second man. Team Spirit are trapped in the tunnel right now. Nowhere to go, nowhere to hide, and as every second passes, the chances diminish. Dexter alone, no AWP either. Tessus his flank, while it provided all the information in the world. Don't think the kills are going to come through.
It's going to feel like a real grind. Cadian, this is the combat AWP and he wanted. He will get teched out. And now that AWP in the hands of Sumdai Young. Tess says, wrestling with control of this AK, and he just keeps putting up numbers. Finally, the response is in for Mir from this stolen AWP.
5 rounds in a row. Another explosive B play, this one with a bit more pace.
Yeah, flashes go over and the contact is immediate. Sumdai Young is already in, but oh no, shot in the back. Refresh on a tear, and still Shush is sat here in the monster tunnel like, yeah, try and come through the smoke, Dexter. Try and come through it, I dare you. Dexter's having to wait. The Molly's going to push him forward. Oh, taps out Shush. Refresh is caught with the smoke out. Flash is good. That's going to get Refresh out of dodge, out of danger. It's not over just yet. You know, with Shush falling, now a 1v2 and a chance to reconvene. He's going to look for Cadian. Cadian doesn't miss them.
Yeah, heavy A setups. That 4K on long for Tessus. Oh my god, insult to injury.
Right, and pretty... Oh, he's going back in? Jeez, man.
He'll dig their graves.
Yeah, he's like, nah, you know what? Actually, I've thought about it, and no, I do want to fight that. Like, enough for them to safely get this round over the line. Shush is over here at barrels. He is low, as mentioned, but he's still doing damage and just refusing to go down.
Wow.
But it may be a miscom there. Dexter's surprised by the barrels player. They can't find Cadian. He's still down in water. Missed shot has given Chopper a chance. But he's so low. Ooh, down to the 1v1. Tess says with this long wrap all the way through mid to monster.
No time. Oh, he's got it. Fake.
Oh, he faked it. Thinking a swing would come, and it does. But not from where Chopper was looking.
And he knows Spirit, again, stacked down B. So if you keep, you know, fast B rushes on an eco is fine. But if you keep going B on these gun rounds, you're going to have a bad time.
Refresh is fully blind for the majority of them. Gnarly, and his nade goes in. Look at Tessus. Oh,
yeah, now
Dexter
they know.
was
Now they know
at
what's up.
Tessus.
Okay,
Yeah.
like, we've made no noise outside B. They never saw that. Well, this time they do, and they try and walk out monster. It doesn't go well, or fight their way through at least. Dexter in another clutch, trying to smoke the bomb out of there, but
Dexter's trying to like milk this for anything else he can get, but you know, 9 health. Like, it doesn't take a genius to figure out that the odds of him winning this are pretty damn low. And there's Down to seal the deal.
And we've not even had to see Cadian's ult pop off too much yet. Maybe now's the chance. Spirit once again barrel their way out B. They're already being flanked through the T-spawn.
Yeah. You know, Mir's going to get the opener here, though. And it's a bit more of a respectful setup in B that's actually giving Team Spirit a lot of room here. maybe they can find something. There is this flank coming through. It's no longer Tessez, it's pulling the trigger on the flank. It's Refresh now. Oh my lord, lots of players coming to flush him out and deal with him. F5 for Refresh, and Dexter up in the site will get eliminated. Chopper holding on, doesn't let them back in yet. He's good for the double. Wow. Takes them all out of contention. Yeah, but the test always, no matter how much research you've done, you never feel prepared for the test. I don't know if that's just me.
No, exam conditions, man.
There's something about it. There's something about it. And so here we go. Flash is going in. Heroic. Trade 1-for-1 to open this. Refresh is getting pressure, but he's not crumbling. Oh, Mir will trade that out. Cadian now, lots of pressure on this AWP. It's the only guy actually in the B site, and so he's going to double down on that. He gets deep, he commits to trying to hold this line. Dexter might have heard him, but Cadian's the guy hitting shots. Mir's still at short, and with the swing, Mir is lined up too. There was Stound also caught in that spray, and so Chopper's going to finish it off. Sorry, they had 2 players over by the boost, and you know, we know what those nades can do to the boost, but thankfully, no nades on Team Spirit.
If Cadian dies, that's when the problems begin.
Oh, they flash the boost in, and it nets them a kill. Now, Cadian will fall in connector, and Hugo, you said this is where the problems can start. Reason is, with con control, now you've got to be paranoid about a potential A rotation. And even the paranoia of that is enough, right? You can no longer keep this 4-man stack down on B. They've had to send Tessez up towards A, and so this B site is that much weaker as a result.
Flash is out, and everyone's locked back in the pit. The Eagles can be definitely up close. So that smoke, Chopper's going to try and jump over, look towards the barrels. He's found Refresh. He's on the entries today, is Chopper. Not a quiet one from him. Double kill, 1 more man left in the pit. But in terms of winning the round at this point, for Heroic, it seems undoable. Spam won't work either. It's just Tessez. He's going to get sidelined. In Spirit, it's a decent half. It's one to be happy with. 6 at the end of their T side. It could have gone better.
Guys like Refresh, they've been the one smushing the most meat together in that center. He's top of the board right now. Bit of a grim analogy, but hey, it all works. Shush with the opener. Right now, Heroic are just waiting. They're holding, waiting to see if Team Spirit re-aggress, and they do. Heroic have been rewarded handsomely for this patience. This is just a great understanding of, you know, once again, what the usual protocols are when this situation happens. And they win the pistol again. Can they get the conversion this time, though, Hugo? That's the big question.
Big question indeed. The jump shots from Mir. He gets executed by Refresh, but hell, you'll take it. It's not quite the normal boost, but you can't argue with the results. Jumping MP9 time, baby. 3-on-3. Oh, God, he hasn't seen them. Timing eludes him. Chopper does kill the lurker in Shush in connector, and they know about water now. They've got to get rid of Magic's first. Man in the front line. Refresh hunting it down, and he's going to get it with Tessez helping out. 2-on-2 now. The flank through Monster and Dexter on the scout.
Yeah. Oh, the smoke. It's going to bloom. Going to lock him out of heaven. Chopper with this wrap through Monster. And right now, they don't seem to be considering it. Tessez will at the last second. Check that. Dexter close on the spam. Refresh up close, and Tessez dies, but Refresh trades to a victory.
Bit of a, Agario?
Yeah, kind of, yeah, that's actually a good comparison. And
are they going to go down to B? Surely not. Surely they just plant on the site they've got.
Nah, mate, go B. Come on, Katie. You mad, lad.
Nah, Refresh is going to don't want to give them the gun. Oh, dude, nice trade.
Gave him the gun, Hugo.
Nice trade, though. Like, CZ deletion, and you just saved that AK here. Give them the round. You know you've lost it. You're out of position.
That's the last time these two squads played, back at Cologne, right? And we had Overpass as the opener there as well. Might not be in for the best of times when he tries to stand up.
Oh, this is the VP molly. This is so smart. He throws it. It's going to force the Monster player out of position, letting him get a kill for the boost, but the push up. And they know about the boost, surely. Oh my goodness, they fall in. Mir still gets 2 somehow, some way. It's not gone the way Heroic wanted. Caught by surprise, and now they're going to set Cadian up into the B site.
Yeah, but look, Cadian's free to be a wild child with this MAC-10. He just runs down Chopper, and Stound trades the Dexter kill. Some die young. now left in this 1v1. This was looking like a team spirit round. They re-aggressed perfectly at short. The individuals of Stown and Cadian are the reason this is as competitive as it is right now. Bomb plant for Stown. He's got 3 to his name already. He's heard the footsteps. He's seen the shadow, but it's him sent to the shadow realm by some Young. And I'm imagining he's hoping at some point he could catch like a player getting aggressive in the toilets, maybe trying to wrap con. You're really hinging on the B play working though, right? For you to get value out of this position. Activated, but the B play's got to come in, you know? He's not going to draw any rotations out of Team Spirit here. Heroic are committing into this site, and this all just feels a little disjointed. They're going to go back up con to rejoin Tessa's late. He's heard the footsteps. He knows the site's clear, so this was the reason he was sat back in middle. It was for this late rotation. Okay, Heroic, now I'm starting to buy into the program, but are they going to be able to make it work? They've lost 2. It's all on Shush in a 1v4.
Yeah, no util, so it's all about the gunfights here. Can Shush win a couple? Crabs and kills, no.
You've got 3 nades, so it seemed like there was a plan to do a nade stack here. It's going to be on barrels, but no one there for Team Spirit. They'll run the monster players down, and oh no, Magix and Mir are both P250'd out of the round by Tesses. They're trying to get aggressive with these pistols, and even though that kill goes the way of Team Spirit, the dink on Chopper is still big. They're looking to fight. They're not playing around denying a defuse. They want a chance at the kills. Thus far, it's 2 dinks, but neither of them killing blows. Both these players are low. Refresh waiting. The trigger discipline might have just saved the round for Heroic, because now it's the low HP Dexter left to find. Refresh, 1 shot's all he needs, and he baits the AWP shot out.
Dispersed in the opening seconds, and hell, maybe for good reason. Walking through the monster smoke, Refresh has had enough. Disrespect play, but Chopper denies it.
They're leaving B. They're leaving B right now, and so he's called for a rotation up towards this A bomb site. Chopper is now moving up. Some Young still waiting in con, and that's because he can get a lot of value out of this position.
I don't know why they have a double B solo. They still have players on B. I don't know why. Some Young's still in con to cut off any kind of late rotate back down. Like, they should be running up. Tessa's got so much space, and Team Spirit have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, I thought more players were going to come up with Chopper. As you said, I was about to say, Some Young can get a lot of utility out of his position because he can deny those B rotations, right? It's a bit of a head-scratcher, and now it's left you in a really bad way. Tesses has manhandled this round out of Team Spirit. It's a 3-on-3. Some Young is low on this wrap round. 2 players for Heroic trying to play around the bomb, and Tesses was still fighting in the site. He dies without a kill going his way, but he's done a lot of damage. And Cadian and Stown, they were always destined to win this round. They were meant to play around the bomb, back in toilet, and it's worked wonders.
I can't blame them. Very punishing game out of Heroic right now. And a B rush to set them up for the closer. Everyone's here.
Yeah, it's a full 5v5 in the B bomb site, but only pistols for Team Spirit, so they're like lambs to the slaughter.
Have we not really even seen toilet fights in this game yet, right? Like, the 1 round Spirit went A and that T side was that long take. You remember how that went? 4K mow down. Oh, there it is. Refresh. Play with. Smokes are good. Down, trying to find that truck player. They know there could be someone behind it, trapped between a molly and a smoke. Second player swings out wide. Nice kill for Mir. Magix follows up out of nowhere. Heaven Smoke keeps Spirit contained. They can try and use their util, but Shush is crafting a path. He is going in deep.
Oh, yeah, he is. He's deep, all right. Take a look at this. Whomp. There's another. Double up. And the bomb's going A.
Oh, well, that's when you write GG in chat and you leave the server.
Cadian's such a menace.
JK.
He's such a rodent-y player, and there's something about it that you just got to love.
I believe in Magic Supremacy, though.
Magic Supremacy, all right, let's see. Let's see. He's sneaking up. Yeah, there is a player deep in CT already who he doesn't know about. Tesses going to blindside him, and there it is. Heroic stealing away Team Spirit's map pick, and they do it dominantly as well.
They know, they did their research, they know Spirit is going to force buy, so he wants to be a step ahead, buys the AWP, no head armor, wants to go for that early picking connector, gets punished by the Galil, right, just with a headshot. That breaks their economy early on, but as soon as they got their money back, they went on a huge streak on the CT side. And Heroic is known for their CT side for going for those aggressive plays. We saw Tessus towards the A side, towards middle, getting a lot of information early. And they're a team that likes, even if you have a trade, usually we say trades are more favorable for the Ts, right? More ground to cover with less players for the CTs. But Heroic is a team that one-for-one trade, it's fine for them. As long as they're the ones making the plays, taking the initiative, then they have the information and they feel more comfortable playing that way. You know, Spirit is one of those teams that goes to work a little bit earlier than other teams, right? Even considering the player breaks and everything. So I'm hoping they put a lot of work into their Inferno, because it has been abysmal for them in the last 3 months. Only 2 wins, and those 2 wins came against Endpoint and MIBR, right? So not really the cream of the crop. And sure, you look at Heroic at the same time span, you say, well, they also only have 3 losses, but it's to, you know, Astralis, Evil Geniuses, and G2, and also they played far less games than Spirit have. So considering how the first map went as well, Spirit seems a little bit disjointed, right? They have too many gaps in some of their rotations. You maybe feel like communication is off. Maybe the energy is not good. Like, people are not updating enough, right? Saying, oh, this is open. Watch out for this. We have a gap here, right? And then the reaction is just a couple of seconds late. And a team like Heroic, they're going to punish you for that.
The best of times on this map as of late, and yesterday was no different as we jump right into this matchup. It's Inferno, and it's already raring to go. We've started strong. Fights down Banana for both teams, and no one gets the better of anyone. 4-on-4, that's a jump shot for Cadian. One way to clear out the A side. Only Dexter's Julies, and they might be in the right place at the right time. 2 kills.
In T-Sport, mate. No one's in T-Sport. They're coming up mid. They're already here. They're already down Banana. Shush is dead, and Cadian's all alone. Yeah, he's dead on the swing. On top of that, you know, you're kind of picking to your opponent's weakness by leaning into this map. So,
the knife out
for Cadian.
He might have had it as well, even though he was caught by surprise. If his gun was in his hands, maybe. Those are the AKs lost now. One's on short, can be picked back up. Shush will do it. But Dex is still in the bomb side with the A1S. It's not a nice spray. Jumping across, baiting the shots with Stown, and he's going to be able to get the kill off as well. Smoke on the Moto. And with this rifle on Mir, you might not ever get to use it. You can kill with a nade from 100 to 0. It's got to hit you, though, to do that extra damage.
Yeah.
Heroic, don't fall for it, though. Nice check from Chopper. Smoked off, pushing ahead is Magix. Rifles now, and Magix makes quick work of the first. This has gone from bad to worse, and soon to be in a hearse for Heroic. Magix with another, just decimating with the Deagle as well. Dexter does it all. And, you know, usually if you're below 2K, you're going to force almost every time anyway. This is a loss, but oh, it's getting messy. Forget what they're bringing to the table. Spirit will chow down.
Team Spirit are also probably a bit confused as to what the buy is going to be like here. Now they see the AK and they're like, okay, right, so they've got that. That makes sense. They did just eco.
You're wrapping
through CT spawn in towards B. Mir is aggroed all the way down Banana. Sundaeyoung's now leaving as well. He just checked CT. He's coming back. He's coming back. And now he sees them, but they're already in B. This
Mir for exactly that play, but Spirit don't.
Come back. Come back, Mir.
No smoke. Mir doesn't have one either. Oh, he just sits in it.
Okay. Okay, well, this is...
Magix on the cam doesn't look too happy about that. I don't know what happened.
This is...
What's going on, Harry?
And so now...
I don't know. This is what happens when 2 teams who can't play Inferno play Inferno. If you're going to do that, you may as well peek. So I'm guessing tech, but I really don't know. I don't know much right now, Harry.
Well, that was
cool.
You
looked at me with a smoke, man. Right, Magix, he's going to swing all right.
Everyone loves the swinger. Here we go. Magix down through mid. And get that body count up. There it is. There's one. Dexter going to AWP out Tessus as well. Stown is holding for this aggression.
Nice.
Still a threat of Banana. They're going to flush out Magix as well on his aggression. It is just aggression all across the map.
Yeah.
But, oh, yeah, refresh. Woo, there it is. Little
like
double.
Almost got him. Almost got the trade there, but you can't stop refresh. He's on a tear. 3 kills. Round's done. Bob's a Banana, by the way, but it doesn't matter. Just kill them everywhere. Kill them where they stand. This is good news for once they realise smokes, nades, you name it. They got it. Even the repeat. Mir's a madman running the smoke. I love it. It makes no sense, and that's exactly why it works. Refresh gets caught on the lurk as well, and now they've got to commit.
Now they're fully rotating a B. They're going, all right, look, this was a fake. We can tell that much. And so Heroic, they know what's happening. Mir's going up and over on the boost, and no one's looking at it. He's going to get that kill for free before Tesses trades it out. Bomb now getting planted out in the open. They're going to come through, trying to deny it. And yeah, Chopper will. Stound's out of ammo.
And now Spirit, they've got to save those Deegs. But no, this time it all gets a bit scary, a bit weird. That Molly, even though they smoke it, it doesn't bloom properly. The Molly isn't put out, and so they can't go and trade Dexter and his opening kill. Good start for Dexter. It's something Spirit needed now. Can just peek off the back of Sumdayoung and his contact. Silent drop off the boost, uncrouching in the air, and contact player like this. It's down. Can he aim up in time? He pre-aims it. It's down. Come on, bud. That's not allowed. 2 kills, and into spawn he goes. He's hunting for more.
Yeah, he's going deep, man. He's holding over here towards the tree, trying to catch them as they move in for this retake.
Yoink.
Canadian steals one away.
No.
Oh, it's actually Stound to get it. Almost had us fooled. 4 for Stound in that round, and Heroic, they swing back out with a round right away.
Less likely this is a fake. Like I said, they don't even have the banana control, so Dexter sees this, and he might have to back up. He might have to panic a little bit. Crashes Dexter with a deep peek, and he grabs Cadian. AWP put to good use, but he can't hit the second shot. The smoke is down, and Heroic look like they want to commit. Jumping this AWP, and oh my goodness, Dexter lives to tell the tale. Mid comes through the smoke with a kill. He's died for Dexter. It's worthwhile to 2v4. Another smoke push, perhaps off the back of the shot. Sumdayoung goes right through, and the lurk out long. Refresh, doubt he checks this corner. Very sad day for Refresh. Just
I really wanted to clear it up, yeah.
No,
so
it makes sense, because it's not like Magic to just...
No, yeah, he's not just going to go, well, screw it.
I didn't think he was throwing, you know, it's just like, what on earth is happening?
So look at this, Refresh has opened up this round now. There we go.
Oh my goodness.
B play, Sumdayoung down in the pit, goes unchecked, but it's only good for the first. Rotations are too far away for Team Spirit. And so this round now, it's going to be a save out of the void.
Some of the most exciting gameplay we've ever seen in Inferno.
No, but there we go. This is a more standard round. This is how they normally play out. This is the Inferno we're used to seeing. Heroic are going to put themselves up in the lead.
And a spooky.
Go through. They're picking up the pace, right? Oh, on the arch side, down. There's another guy there. There's more where that came from. Oh, Chopper's pulling the attention away. Mir only good for 1 on his smoke push. Dexter now in the sight, and he was waiting for the apartments player, blindsided by Long. Sumdayoung might have no choice.
He's waiting.
Did anything come his way? No, it didn't go through. Oh,
got it. But again, like, you're locked out. It's again the same thing for Spirit that we were talking about earlier. No one's in B. They can boost up. They can look for frags, but rifle should be going down if it commits. Chopper will. And the rifle through the smoke. Tesses gets rid of it.
Yeah, and so this should just be, you know, the comfortable, clean little anti-eco that we promised you. Where did it go? Where is it?
It's disappeared.
Well,
out the map, maybe. Stound ready for that one. Headshot angle. It's a spray, and he gets the kill. Jumping is Mir. Don't think you can see Stound at the logs there. So low down. Stound goes through. He knows Magic's close. The smoke gives it away. Stound looking for 3. Running MP9 will dish out some death, but Heroic don't care.
The kind of shining star here. Let's see if he's up for the task of repelling this A play. Oh, there's one, but Cadian is swift on the trigger for the trade. The bomb cut loose. Chopper being a bit of a nuisance. How many more can he take to the grave with him? Cadian looking real hot with the trades. And so Heroic, they go 9-5 up.
Heroic don't know that. They want to hold on and wait. Make the most out of this round. I'm wrong. Ignore it.
Oh, he will get it fully blinded. Tesses holding for the mid push as well. And it is the reads.
Oh, Cadian.
And now
it's done. Who cares?
It is that 10-5 half, or at least. No, maybe it's not. Hang on, Dexter with a double. He's double smoked, so he's probably screwed, and there it is. That's all gone according to plan. Dexter, you're the guy. 1v3, 2 on the scout already, and no time left to play with. This is impossible for Dexter, I hate to say it.
Me!
He just wants to fight, and they're not giving him it. They won't give it over. He's going to die with the bomb. Oh, there he is fighting. And Cadian deals the killing blow. 10-5 to Heroic at the end of that first half.
This first half was wild. Hopefully normality is back on the menu, but we'll have to wait and see. Spirit bringing the T side now, and Cadian waiting for absolutely no one pushes.
Yeah, Heroic, no. And it's all because of Refresh. He's even wrapping Banana. He's dealt with Chopper, who was lining up utility. Team Spirit are going to come back. Refresh can't jump the gun here. And the only one jumping into guns is Team Spirit. Refresh lines him up, knocks him down. It's just Mir, and he's dead to Stown.
I literally had no idea. Couldn't tell.
Well, that's a mow down.
Yeah, lovely. Little full house from Stown and Refresh. Just as 0-9.
Oh, you can't argue with that. That's a big nade. Of course,
yeah,
Shush doesn't get anything from the nade.
He's got the highest effective flashes in the server at 12.
Does he?
He's got. Let's do a demo of.
Get like a Smith's vibe here from the guy. Oh no! But also, yay!
Congrats! Another day, another demo. Break it down. But that's all you got.
Well, he's going to take one of the grave with him. But at 13 health, is there much he can do? He's in a 1v2.5 here.
Surely he would be a half v2.5.
Oh, well, Hugo. He's bringing him down, but it's Shush to close it.
All right, let's see what happens here. Pistols up Banana, maybe even through the smoke.
Yeah, in they come. Stown on the receiving end of that. Rotations are now being called for. Cadian missed shot. It looked dead on, and there was like 100 people there, and somehow it just missed. He threads the needle through the herd. Tess says pushing through with the flash. He's blinded. Samdar Young's going to deke him out. Going to have to go across and now look to get that planted. Dexter has just annihilated them. Where was Cadian? He got wall-banged. Dexter on a tear.
Couldn't tell you.
Has put 6 on the board for T-Spirit, like we all expected.
Just Spirit are about to walk into this A-bomb, so they have so much utility, but it's all essentially a waste.
I don't know if it was intentional, but they've stacked the players in the exact order they are on the scoreboard, which is pretty cool.
What, from top to bottom or bottom to top?
It's down on top with top kills.
Yeah.
Then Tessa's and Refresh is like the tier beneath that.
Interesting.
And then Shush was the dude on the bottom. And to get them to play...
Yeah, that guy.
The
Conductor.
Conductor, that's the one. Yeah.
The one on the train.
And he's also on trains. Yeah, it's a very busy schedule in their line of work.
That's why they're always late. Too busy at the Opera House.
Oh, that's a nice deep shot. Yeah, he does die after one. The USPs are getting a couple on these exits.
Bomb!
Oh, and so much damage done to Team Spirit.
Heroic take a full eco, and now they buy in big. Cadian Zorp is back with a vengeance.
Samdar Young was holding for that, and Cadian, in spite of everything, is still the guy to open up. God, he's spamming the wall. Stown's gone through. He's ran past Mir. Mir will trade that and save Dexter's life. More important. Oh, never mind. Anything I say is an immediate curse. It's like anything that leaves my mouth.
Get that reinforcement, but Magic's now throwing a spanner in the works, and the best part about that is it's still going to be a B round. Cadian, will he make that read? Yes, already rotating. Oh, yeah, you just don't know. You're just waiting for the next sound cue, the next bit of info to give it away, and eventually you just have to pick a site. He's picked the right one. It's all up to Tess's at the back of the bomb site to just take down 1 or 2.
Oh, he's planning a little. Having to... Oh, yeah, there's the swing. Okay, Cadian gets one with the USP. That's brought it back down to a 2-on-2.
He's holding the boost.
Now they're interested again, and yeah, he's so ready for this boost position. Oh, Cadian, this kill, this could propel you back in. Shush, there he is arriving from Banana, and he silenced Magic's. Mir is all alone in the 1v2. We haven't had to keep an eye on Shush all too much, but in this round, he's given Heroic a fighting chance. Mir, what can he do. Heroic is slow on the approach, but he's got so many angles to watch. Miss shot for Cadian. Mir's dropped down. They're pushing into him. He's got to hold the line. Mir with the double, and the 1v2 is in. Team Spirit, they keep on fighting. They don't give it up yet.
Oh, right down middle. Pistols getting involved. Dexter, he hasn't seen them, but he's blinded out, and he still hits the shot. The spray for Young is perfect, and 3 kills in a matter of moments.
They want to find him, and so they will. They flush out Cadian. They don't let him take any players down on the exit. And Team Spirit keep him 5 alive.
Yeah, and Heroic, maybe now like they have a quick realization, like, okay guys, let's get our game faces on, no more laughing, no more fun, let's lock them out. Cadian tagged from the orb. I guess his hand was seen, or his barrel was seen by Dexter, and he takes a wallbang shot. Stown going down Banana, but they're trapped in the corner. Lineup for Stown, he can't get the second, and Molly will do it, and Tessis burns out too. That will do. With a Molly up top B provided by Spirit, Tessis is able to escape scot-free in a 4-on-3. Now they've got a plant late. Flash is being used. Dexter goes back to Banana. This is a massive frag, and he gets it. Tessis is through. He's got him locked in. He's stopped the bomb, and he kills everyone. Tess says, that's a big boy play. 4 frags in the round, and 14 found for Heroic.
Stown, I got a lot of respect for Stown, right? He's the content king of Heroic. He's not just a treat in the server. He's also their physiotherapist, their massage guy.
Okay, now this is how you really gamble. Inferno style, OG style, and lose the round style, because Heroic can put 4 together. I say lose the round, and well, I'm not too sure about that statement.
It takes 2 to tango, right? And so, like, then perhaps it should be allowed to. And there it is. He plays the deep angle. Refresh with the double has caused a boatload of trouble for Team Spirit. This comeback, it could get stripped away. The 2 players left, they're not ready for Tess says. He gets 1 for free. And Sir Dexter, top of the board for his team, now has a mammoth task ahead of him. He's going up, he's going over, but Stown peeking over his shoulder.
Rather fight the Deagles while you can, and Refresh has dropped that rifle in no man's land. Now he's made it, so...
Yeah, it's not even retrievable, and this is so wrong. Refresh! What a way to end it! Left and right, and it's good night to Team Spirit.
The Spirit in their 5 rounds, they win the pistol round, they win 2 force buys with basically only pistols, so they really only win 2 full gun rounds. You could tell that at times the communication was still, again, really off. For example, the Magix round, right? There has to be miscommunication. Or Dexter has a smoke or just bad timing, right? He's pulling a flash to flash for the guy in pit, and Magix is just burning in that time, right? So I think a very frustrating series for Team Spirit. Definitely not the start of the group that they would have liked to have.
I don't know how you've been around in CS so long and still look this good and this young. I swear you're aging backwards. You're pulling off like a Benjamin Button here.
I mean, so some people might disagree with that statement, Jason, but I'll take it. I'll take it at this moment. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, well, hopefully you don't have any more voices in your head anymore.
I'm actually really curious to see what's going to happen in this group, because I think, again, going into this, you kind of had your top 3. You had your Heroic, you had your Vitality, you had your Astralis. But right now, I couldn't tell you who I think is going to be the 3rd place team coming out of the group.
Yeah, and Ence can't afford a slip up there versus Spirit. You know, they did a good job today beating Astralis. That's probably the, you know, that 3rd spot, 3rd playoff spot is going to be decided there. You would think it's going to be Spirit, but they haven't been playing like it. So they can't really afford to lose to Spirit tomorrow. That might be, you know, just that one game that's going to come back to haunt them.
Yeah, and obviously they made it through last time, but we'll see if Hades can help lead his team into another victory tomorrow. But I believe we got to end things off today. Yanko, it's been a pleasure to see you. I'm sorry you had to fly in today just like Moses did yesterday and do 2 back-to-back best of 3s. A soldier indeed, and I'm so happy to have you back yet again. But I'm also happy to have all you viewers back coming up tomorrow, because again, we have 3 more matches come up. We still have the rest of Group A to play out, and we'll see you guys at the exact same time for some more ESL Pro League action.